Lads.
It's another watch-along, penultimate watch-along for the season. Newcastle United versus Sheffield United. My name is Hal. Let me welcome in good Nick here on the Sheffield United way for this watch-along. Nick, most importantly, of all the questions I'm going to ask anyone today, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you, mate. How are you?
I want to give you a bit more shirt. So there you go. I'll
give you a little bit more... Oh, wait.
Yeah, I've been wearing this all day in preparation for this big game, and I thought we should get straight into it because Newcastle are the home team. I'm just going to reel off the Newcastle side. Then, Nick, I'll let you handle the Blades team because that's obviously, for us, much more interesting. Dubravka in goal. We know that Carl Darlow is out. Then at the back, Murphy, Kraft, Fernandez, Paul Dummett, Ritchie, Willock, he's dangerous. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't play. What is it, like 5 goals in his last 5 games for the Arsenal loanee?
Something like that.
I don't like it. We've got the captain, Josh Helvey, Almiron, ASM, and Joelinton.
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
You forgot, didn't you? And I'm just going to put the team down below. Now, we like to do full disclosure here, don't we, Nick? We like to be honest with you, dear viewer. It's just Nick and I today. We've got no Bobby in the background. So, Nick, how do you think that is going to impact as we go on tonight?
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Because,
massively.
We've not done this in a while, have we?
No. So if we miss some of your comments, it's because obviously we're trying to talk about the game, comment on the game, occasionally think of something witty to say. We might miss 1 or 2 comments. We will, I promise, have a team who work diligently through the night, sieve through all your comments hours later and read them to us over what I like to do the next day. I don't know about you, Nick, but I like to sit at the sofa with a pipe, a cravat and slippers, a plume of smoke. I exhale, then I inhale, then I exhale again, and then I listen to the comments that I missed.
You inhale? Ooh, that's disgusting.
I'm not an American president. I can say it.
That's going to stunt your growth, that, Hal. You don't want any more of that.
You're always having a go. We haven't even met yet. You're taking it at my word that I am shorter than you, but you actually don't know.
No, but a lot of people have told me. Adam has told me that you're short. I didn't realise how tall. How tall is Adam?
Statsman Adam, give him a follow, by the way. He tells us all the stats for the official channel. He is 6'5", and I think maybe 6'3". I actually asked him to find out and research a stat for us, which was the last time before Everton away that Sheffield United made no substitutes. And it was Sheffield United 0, Gillingham 0, the 9th of April, 2016. And as Panchero pointed out, Roy, Andrew, why did we make no substitutes when we were drawing at home to Gillingham? Big
exactly that. It was the Adkins era, wasn't it?
Yep, and we were being served that Adkins diet regularly, and it was hard to swallow.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. But there was a reason why we didn't use any subs for the Everton game, because we were just playing really, really well, and you don't want to upset that, do you?
No, and there's no substitute for quality. Let's have a look at the Blades team for today. Amigo, what do you make of it?
I was just looking at it, making sure it was the right team, but it is. It's all sorted. I'm loving it. Sarike on the bench, Kyron Gordon on the bench. I'm going to be honest, boys. I'm not sure who that is. Boys, Brunte on the bench. Oh, I'm loving the bench. I'm loving the bench more than the starting 11. But we'll get into it. The starting 11 couldn't really be much better, could it? Because it's the exact same team except for Bulldog.
Could it be any better?
Well, could it? Could it? I'm liking the fact that Bogle's in there. Love Bulldog, love him to bits. But Bogle just offers that bit more going forward. And really, at this stage of the season, when we're already relegated, and we're not really chasing 19th, but it is possible that we could finish 19th, but we'd have to win the last two games and hope that West Brom don't win their last two games. So let's just go for it. Let's just try and win another game. Could you imagine 3 wins on the spin, the back end of the season? That would be amazing going into next season.
And the double over Newcastle. The Blades have drawn only 2, an equal Premier League low. The last draw between Newcastle and Sheffield United was the 24th of February, 1990.
Wowzers.
Wowzers indeed. I'm actually normally our penultimate away game in the Premier League ends only one way. So 93-94 against Chelsea, 2006-07 against Aston Villa, 2019-20 against Southampton. The Blades conceded 3 in their last league games of the Premier League season in those ones. So we conceded 3 last time against Newcastle at St James's Park. Let's hope we don't do that again and break that absolutely awful curse.
Yeah, I honestly think we'll be more confident going into this game than the last time we played Newcastle, because we were a bit down on our luck. I think we played Aston Villa the match back from lockdown, and we just looked so lethargic. And after that, I was thinking, I can't see it. We didn't really create anything against Villa, really, other than that ghost goal. And we didn't really create much against Newcastle either. I think there was a Billy Sharp header in there. Other than that, not a lot.
It. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle have won only one of their last 24 games played on a Wednesday. So I am clutching at straws, admittedly, but that's something I'm definitely focusing on. And another thing that I thought was really interesting, Nick, is our record since we won our first match. So, we had that awful 2 points from the first 17 games, kind of unprecedented. And then we won our first game. Our record since that is 1-6, drawn 0, lost 13. Now, that's still bad, but it would be third from bottom. So if the season started in January, we'd be third from bottom, 2 points off Newcastle.
Yeah, it's frustrating to think about it like that, isn't it?
Wouldn't that have made this game much more exciting?
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. I think it obviously gives us... it gives Newcastle a bit of an edge, the fact that we're away from home and fans are here for this one. This is the first one back, isn't it, for fans to come in? So they're going to be wanting to get behind them. Go on.
It's worth remembering that fans came back midway through the season, didn't they?
Yeah, of course. I completely forgot about that.
So it's not our first game this season with fans. We played with fans at Southampton and Brighton. All 3 games the Blades have faced fans this season have been away from home. Bit unfair. We'll get 1 game with 5,000 Blades, and that will be Burnley. Of course, damage already done, and we're already relegated. But 1 more win moves Sheffield United above Norwich, who ended their season last season on 21 points. And I think the thing that's interesting about that is a lot of people were saying last season, maybe Norwich can still get out of this, really close up to the end. And for us, it's been a case of, apart from Ian Wright, everyone just saying Sheffield United are down, seemingly from the first whistle.
Yeah, to be honest, I remember thinking last season that Norwich have just got hammered. Like they obviously had a couple of good wins. They beat Man City. I think they beat another couple of half-decent teams. But yeah, they finished with a very, very low points tally. And kind of 3, 4, 5 games ago, I was thinking, there's no way we're going to touch Norwich's points tally. And now we're 1 point behind. So you would think that we'd at least equal Norwich's points tally with either a draw here or a draw against Burnley, or maybe even win against Burnley, maybe even something more tonight. So that would be very, very good to see us finish higher than Norwich, because we've definitely been given a lot of crap from a lot of different teams, especially Norwich fans, because we had that little bit of a back and forth with Norwich, and the fact that they've given us a lot of stick for finishing bottom probably, and being at the bottom of the league all season. It would be nice to just finish above them.
Oh, it would be. Last year, the whole of 2020, we only won 7 games.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
This year, right? How many games have we won in 2021? We've already won 6, Nick.
It's frustrating. It's that first half of the season that really killed us. And I think I've said this a few times. Go on.
It says the slide started long before. And actually, we were kind of sleepwalking into Chris Wilder going. It feels like when you look at it, 2020, from the minute January the 1st started, the slide was on. And it did coincide, although we know it's a coincidence, with the signing of Sander Berge.
Are you trying to say that Sander Berge is the reason why we're rubbish?
That, I said, I know it's a coincidence.
Do you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to pop this off screen because everyone's been seeing that and we've not even been talking about the team. I'm not saying, I know you're not saying that about Sander Berge. I do think there might have been a little bit of unrest in the midfield because at that point, Lundstrom wasn't playing bad. And he came on, obviously, he was playing well. And I'm not saying he was playing out of his skin. He was playing out of his skin right at the start of the season. And then he had a little dip. But at that point, when we brought Sander Berge in, and he had I wouldn't say a poor game against Palace, but he was definitely off the pace. Lundstrom came back against Norwich, against Bournemouth, scored that winning goal, came back against Norwich, put the ball on Billy Sharp's head to win the game. And it was Lundstrom, when he celebrated against Bournemouth, it almost felt like he's like, this is what I can do. And I just wish he had that fight in him, that bit more of a fight to kind of stay, because he would have played, well, he has played all season pretty much, but he would have been in the side all season. And I know that's because Sander Berge has been injured, but at the same time, I don't get why he's kind of just not been bothered, not been asked. But at the same time, I know, going back to what we were talking about, it wasn't just a lockdown, I don't think, that killed our season last season.
Well, lockdown started in March. 3 months before that, the slide was already starting.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we struggled to create chances a few weeks before lockdown, maybe a month or two. Yeah. So I don't think it was just a lockdown, but I don't think it helped that they were ran ragged during lockdown. It's been documented quite well that Villa barely did any training, and we did what seems to be too much, because when we came back for the Villa game, they came back knackered, and you could tell.
Right, Chris Woods, Hal, mate, non-football related request, but please wish my wife, Nicole, Wu Hei Ni for tomorrow. Chris is a good friend of mine, and I do hope you have a wonderful day. And also, if you want Sheffield United content, because at the moment, if you're watching Sky Sports Mix, it's all about Tottenham, message your mates and say, get the Watchalong on. They're talking about the Blades. Sky aren't. And the way that this works, if it's the first time you're joining a Watchalong, this is an accompaniment to the game that you watch on the telly. We can legally stream the game on here. We're not idiots. We know how to do it. We're just not going to do it. And also, we've had this question in opinions on Moose Egg. Is it just me who wouldn't mind cashing in on Moose Egg? What are your thoughts, Nick?
Cashing in on Moose Egg, I'm not sure about that. I don't think we get a hell of a lot for him these days. But the fact that we had that kind of month or two where he banged goals in for fun, I think someone will kind of just look at that and think, we can get the best out of him. I don't think anyone's going to get the best out of him in his career, unfortunately. I really like the bloke, but it's going to be difficult. But yeah, I think we will cash in on him. I don't think we'll get anywhere near what we paid for him. I think we paid about 10 for him, something like that. That's what was reported at the time.
Yeah, 10.
I think 5 maximum you're going to get
your losses.
Musa. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think someone like McBurney, who you can see, I'm not saying that he's the best player in the world, but you can see that he's coachable. I can't see Musa being coachable, in all honesty. I think we've had a long time with him. Yeah. I think even next season, if he's playing in a lower division, I just don't think he has it in him to even finish a game, because I don't even think he's played 90 minutes, a full game, since he's played for us.
Can you pop in the comments what your thoughts are on the man who was so significant and impactful Man City away when he scored that goal that was not offside? West Ham, we took that early shot. We've also had it incredible against Manchester United. He was, Lys Mousset, on his day. Wolves away. Fantastic.
In the air, a Cruyff turn in the air, and then smashes it away with his opposite foot. Like, that was him banging form. And for me, I think I've got to say he's one of our best ever strikers when he's playing like that. But he's not playing like that a lot, is he? And do you know what? He's probably been our worst striker this season.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Matt Smith says, my 5-year-old daughter wants me to tell you all her joke. Why did the sheep cross the road? To get to home bargains.
Brilliant.
She's 5. That's brilliant.
That's better than most of Hal's jokes, to be honest.
Will agrees with that. So let us know your thoughts on Lise Mousset, please, in the comments. Nick, also, Martin Wolford interview on Friday. I'm very excited. Tell us more.
It's coming out on Friday.
Nice one. What time?
I'm not sure. I've not actually put it out there yet. What do people think? 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock? I think the problem with Friday is people do a lot of things on a Friday. Obviously, you're allowed to go inside pubs now as well, so it might be a difficult one. So I'm not sure. 6 o'clock is quite a difficult time for people coming home. I think we're going to go 7. Do you agree, Hal?
Yeah, go 7. Part of our series internally called Footballers. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. We call it.
Do you know what? Yeah, we do. Yeah,
always, every time.
One thing that we haven't done, and we've spoken about this recently, is we started by asking the players to say subscribe to the Sheffield United way, and we've forgotten ever since. I think we got Nick Montgomery, maybe Wayne Quinn.
Yeah, we got them too.
Yeah,
we got out with it. Good. Glad we're letting you behind the fourth wall of ineptitudes. That is it. That is us, and it ain't going to change.
That's one of the other things that we were going to say, though, weren't we? We were speaking about this before as well, that we're going to do kind of a bit of a Q&A where we kind of let people in behind the curtain, so to speak.
Q&A the Sheffield United way.
Absolutely. About these
Bobby,
podcasts.
write that down. Oh, he's not here.
Oh, don't. You'll make me cry. Yeah, well, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of let you in and just have a look. Like, you ask us anything about any of the players that we've spoken to. I'm going to be honest, we haven't had any bad. I'm going to say we haven't had any kind of bad spells with them, but there's one that's quite difficult to get on the channel.
There's one, yeah. There's one who's I've already had enough of him, to be honest.
I don't think it's going to be that bad. But it's
there's two. There's two, really. Well, there's 3. There's one who promised.
There's 10.
No, there is. There's one who promised, and the very first one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Then there's one.
I'm not sure the very first one, but really early on.
And there's one who said yes, and then has since ignored every message from you, me, and the Sheffield United way. Yeah.
Oh no, you were right. The first one was the very first one.
Yes, he was the very first one, and then the third one is the guy who said yes and then messed us around. Every time you and I have been sat there ready to speak to them, oh, sorry, I forgot. 3 times they've done that. And I'm not saying who this person is, but I have already told you on a previous watch-along that I'd met this person when they were a player, and they were very rude to me. So if you want to work out who that is by going back in your memory warehouse, be my guest.
Well, let's hope he's not listening right now.
He's not.
Very much doubt
He'll forget there's a game on.
But mate, we're still trying to get him on. So if you'd like to keep your outbursts to a minimum, we'll hopefully still get him on because he'll have some stories. He'll have lots and lots of stories.
Now, what I'm going to do now, mate, is quiz time. So the way this works is I'm going to put a quiz on screen. It's Newcastle and Sheffield United related. The first person to get this right in the comments is the winner. You win absolutely nothing except Nick's respect. Go on, Nick.
I was just going to say, can I guess?
Oh, can you guess? No. So here is the...
I'm going to write down who I think it is.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And then I'm going to show it this.
And a white piece of paper for the future. For future.
Yeah, for future.
Right, for the last
Burnley.
one. What team did former Blade and Magpie Wayne Quinn make his league debut against?
Well, this is impossible.
As if.
What do you mean?
What, you think that's a really difficult question?
Oh, sorry. I read it wrong. I thought it was
His
his
Newcastle
Newcastle debut. Yeah, sorry.
Who
I
cares?
got it. Don't worry.
His literal football debut.
Yeah.
Okay, you're happy?
Yeah. Once
You've got
someone
your
else has got
answer?
it, I'll show you mine.
Okay, we've had a guess in of Norwich. We had a guess in of Man U. Do I not think so? We've had a correct guess. Sunderland.
Is it?
Nope,
There you go.
that's not going to work. Yeah, that's great. We
Sunderland.
we knew you'd get that one right.
Can I just put this one up? Us.
He made his debut against us.
Yeah.
That doesn't
playing for us against us.
For us against us. I mean, he didn't. He was very good that game. There have been like debuts where players have looked like they're playing against us. This is question 2. Who scored the Blades winner at St James's Park, 4th of November 2006? Still one of my all-time favourite away games. We sang non-stop, 90 minutes. I clapped so hard my watch fell off. True story. So who scored the Blades winner at St James's Park, 4th of November 2006? I've made these quite easy today. And loads of you have got this one straight away. Absolutely. It is. And I'm disappointed no one has written Super Danny Webber, which of course is the correct answer. And this next one is guess the player from his career stats. So this requires you to and Nick. Oh, well, actually, that one's quite wide, isn't it? That's what she said. So we're going to struggle, Nick, to be in shot.
Oh,
look at that. Okay, so they started at Ilkeston Town. I'm sure there's not many people viewing that don't remember this person's debut in 1964. Then, of course, went to Coventry, Sheffield United, Newcastle United, Stoke City, Ghent. Is that the team that Sander Berge played for?
Genk, I think
Sander
Berge played for. I'm not.
Know.
I think it's Genk.
I don't know. Anyway, this player isn't Sander Berge for a number of reasons. But who is this player? Obviously, a bit of an older one, but I think several of you should get this. And we already have Belch 1889 saying, Tudor. Well done if you knew John Tudor. Look at him there with his little face.
He's got a little face, hasn't he?
He genuinely has got a little face. A really nice haircut as well in the Newcastle days. That's a lovely brush to the side that he's done there on the top.
Yeah, I don't even recognise his face.
Going over to Belgium back in the 70s, that wasn't a common decision for an English player to make. No. So fair play to him. And fair play to you if you got that one. That was a bit more difficult. The other questions have been very, very easy for today, but I'm leaving that on for as long as I can because Bobby in the background's done sterling work there finding those pictures. He really does deserve our respect, and he gets it. Final question. How many league games did Magpies manager Steve Bruce play for the Blades? Nick, you can write your answer on your little mobile phone. Mowgli, little mobile phone. Do you remember that Car Phone Warehouse advert?
No, I don't.
Anyone remember Mowgli? Right. So is it A, 10, B, 15, or C, 46?
I don't even know myself, in all honesty.
The game today is on Sky Sports Mix. Of course, the watch-along will be your accompaniment to the match, Newcastle versus Sheffield United. So this one, for a number of you, I'd imagine, will be a guess. A lot of guesses going C, saying 46. Some Bs coming in here. A lot of Bs.
Definitely not 46.
Oh, no.
It weren't many. It weren't many.
No, it weren't many. And in the correct answer...
that's what I've gone for.
Is A, John Wallace. You were the first to get that one right. 10, Nick. You have got all the questions correct today. Well done to you.
Everyone's going to think that I know the questions beforehand, aren't they?
Well, you don't, and I'll just say that as the truth. So, well done to you if you're watching, whether you got involved or not, if you knew those. And, of course, a number of people do watch, for some reason, watch-alongs later, which I've always found... a bit odd. As so many people, yeah, it is unsettling. Yeah, this is something you should watch in the moment. As so many people are just joining now, let's go back through the Blades team. Nick, I love the fact that Jebison is starting. So many people put on our Twitter at Sheffield United Way that he shouldn't start another game, 2 in a row. He's 17.
Yeah, let him play. If he wants to play, let him play. And he's
Let
walking
the
out onto
kids
the field
play.
now. He's looking really, really weathered, Jebison. He looks like he's so tired. He's definitely not.
He knows his onions, mate. Who does he follow on Twitter?
He follows the lads, doesn't he, Hal?
He follows the lads. He follows you, and he follows me, and he follows the Sheffield United way. So he's a good bloke.
He's the best. And do you know what? Surely he's going to last longer than Didsey. Because Didsey's what, 34 now? He's not going to, because Didsey's Didsey. But he's 30. Yeah. All right, Hal. 33 then.
You asked me.
Didsey's 33 years old. He's nearly double the age of his strike partner. How mental is that?
It is one of those crazy things. I did do a tweet as well of things that are older than Daniel Jebison. And there's obviously loads of things, but what I did is I found things that came out just before he was born. Things like the iPod and stuff like that, the Blu-ray player, all those things, just amazing. Things that were, for us, the future, because we're so old.
Did you ever have a Blu-ray player? I never did.
Got one now, mate. I was watching The Sopranos on it earlier today.
Why? What's the difference between a Blu-ray player and a DVD player?
You play Blu-rays on one, you play a DVD player. I got both.
You sound like my dad. You sound like my dad.
It's a 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1. So I still buy DVDs. I'm one of those people. And I still buy Blu-rays of stuff I really like so I can support the arts.
I don't even think anyone even bought Blu-rays, in all honesty.
I do. I don't know why, because they're more expensive than their days.
You probably won't even notice any difference if you saw them side by side either.
No, you're absolutely right. Let's just quickly go back through the Magpies team. Dubravka in goal. Murphy, he's going to play on the right. Kraft, Fernandez and Dummett, the three at the back. Richie on the left. In 3 in midfield, Willock, Captain Shelby and Almiron. And then you've got up front Joelinton and Alan St. Maxim. I'll say his name again.
Alan St. Maxim.
Is that how you say it? It's not St. Maximo.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's not, because I've read up on this a few times.
St. Maxim.
I'm sure it's St. Maxim. Let me do a little Google for you, mate. You don't want to be getting it wrong.
Oh, no. Last thing I want is to pronounce someone's name wrong. Looking forward to Joe Ellington. I might just call him ASM. And if you're wondering why I'm saying Joe Ellington, that is the correct way that anyone from Brazil says Joe Ellington's name. Same as I did for Tottenham game with Lo Celso, which is the correct way of pronouncing his name. On the bench, by the way, I'm very excited about Sariki. He's a right wing back that we got from Bury. And I've been watching a lot. In fact, I've watched all of the under-23 games that have been streamed this season, every single one of them. And he's really impressed me. Boys has really impressed me as well. Harry Boys, he's a left wing back. My personal preference, though, I have to say, of all the players that have impressed me the most in the under-23s has been Harrison Neal, and he doesn't seem to be near the first team. He's the captain of the under-23s, speaks very well, saw an interview with him, puts his foot in, really reminds me of Kevin McDonald as a player, and I like the look of his tenacity. He's tenacious, his grit, his resolve, his endeavour. I like it a lot.
Do you know what, mate? I've just done a little look up on Alan St. Maxim, and I think it's St. Max. I don't know, because Nicholas Griffin, great name, says that it's St. Maxim, and I actually looked it up, and it looks like St. Maximin. So how about just saying what's his name?
ASM.
Just say ASM.
I've actually written that.
Alan.
Right. Thank you very much to Tim saying good luck, Hal. What's this? Blu-rays have way more storage than DVDs and slightly higher quality. Well, thanking you, Robert, for letting us know that. We are about to kick off in this game. We will be doing a watch along, which means you watch the game on the telly or on your stream, and you can pause us. You can also pause your TV and get level if we are ahead or behind. Very, very easy to do. You can pause us if you're watching on Facebook. You can pause us if you're watching on the YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. That would be most appreciated. We would really like that. We are off. Kick off.
We're off. Have we got HD, by the way? Because this is going to sound like first world problems, but the picture looks shocking on my TV.
Yeah, I'm not in HD either, because it's I think it's Sky Sports Mix, isn't it? And I don't know if they've got an HD Do I
No.
really care? No.
Yeah, but you can't see the players. They're all blurry.
I can see the players. We're on 28, by the way. 0-0, 20, 30 now. And already, early biscuits, a corner for Newcastle, which Richie is going to take on this left-hand side. He's going to swing it into the middle. That's actually not a bad one either. And it was a case of who it was going to drop to. And it was the industrious Ben Osborne who actually hooked that away for a throw-in around 25 yards away from the corner flag on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think Richie's going to be putting them in all night long as well, don't you think?
Oh, is that right? Rob Jones, Nick.
Not Rob Jones.
Rob Jones is your referee. Okay. Shot, saved. It's a tame one. It's a Tommy Trickler.
You didn't even take my joke and enjoy it.
Sorry.
You didn't even know what it was, did you?
I'm trying to... Do you know what we're already discovering, Nick? I can't listen and read comments at the same time.
That's no good, is it?
1 minute 25. Do the joke again.
I'll redo the joke, don't worry. I said, do you think that Rich is going to be putting them balls in all night long?
All night long. All night.
All night.
All night.
All night long.
All night. All night. All night. No, I don't. It's 1 minute 45. Newcastle 0. The pink and grey Wizards 0. Just a lot of hoofball at the moment. Can Didsey get something on it and finally bring a bit of class and composure to this early outing? No, is the answer to that, as he slices a pass straight out for a throw-in, and that cameraman was lucky he didn't get hit by the ball.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty poor from Didsey. So let's hope we're not getting a poor game from Didsey today.
Give us where you're watching from in the world. We would absolutely love to know where each and every one of you are for this game. Newcastle against Sheffield United, 2 minutes 24. This one is old, a terrible time for a kickoff. I think we can all agree. One thing I can also agree, Nick, I'm going to struggle with, I can't read the numbers on the back of these Newcastle kits. Definitely
not. So you don't worry. If you get someone wrong, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Bogle, go on, Bogle, lad. He's literally just mugged one of the Newcastle players, shall we say.
We won't know who any of them are.
Except for John Joe Shelby and ASM, I reckon. Because ASM is little and Shelby looks like Voldemort.
He does a bit, yes. I'm sure he's a lovely fella. And his mummy loves him. Let's see where you are in the world. We've got Tim Smith from Wales. I love Wales. The Fury Boys in Leeds. We've got Luxie 2.0. I'm from the awful town of Porthleven in Cornwall. Down in Slough, Marriott Hotel for quarantine, says Jace Ace. Nicosia, says Jez. Of course, that's in Cyprus. Newcastle. Also, we've got Al, is that me? Says you can't read comments and watch at the same time. You can't sing at the same time either. You're right. We were way off when we were trying to sing in unison.
I think that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh, because to me, in my ears, I heard you at the same time as me. So it's difficult for us because we're never going to know because we're talking over the internet.
Yeah, we're not in the same place. We're talking over the internet. Absolutely right. Hello, internet. Yeah, I sound like Luther Vandross in my head, and it was a beautiful thing. Hello to Helen. Of course, this is a bit of the Helen Shaddock derby. She's a blade in Newcastle. We've also got LT Games in Hartlepool. I used to work on the radio in Hartlepool.
Very, very nice.
Is it, Nick?
I don't know. I've never been before. No, I have. Tell a lie. I've been once to watch United play.
You might have been. We might have been at the same time as we've discovered on many occasions. That was one of the few games that my wife went to as well.
Wait, are we talking about the same one? I think. Did
it was a
O'Halloran? Game, oh, right. Okay. No, I was thinking.
Game.
I went to a league game, and I think it was O'Halloran. Like literally ran into the pitch and put it wide. I think. If I'm
very forgettable player, Michael. O'Halloran.
It was just really fast, weren't it? That's all he had.
My dad and I were talking about this today. Players that were fast but not very good. That's a great ball from McGoldrick. But the cross came in from Bogle, which was just beaten to it by the first man. He couldn't beat that first man, Nick, which is something I end up saying far too often. Yes, anniversary. Thank you very much. My anniversary is technically tomorrow, but my wife couldn't get tomorrow off, so we kind of celebrated yesterday and just ate a load of food, as you do. We got married on the 20th of May, 2010. So that's 11 years. And you might remember in 2010, it was a great double celebration because Sheffield Wednesday got relegated. And so we called the wedding party the relegation party, which was fantastic.
I bet your missus loved that.
Yeah, we had table names as well. Well, initially we had table names of Sheffield United players, but she poo-pooed that when it got to the actual moment.
Yeah, because every table was Mitch Ward.
Yeah, there was a lot of Mitch Ward tables. Yeah, there was a Mitch Ward, there was a Brian Dean, there was a Phil Jagielka, there was a Dane Whitehouse. I can't remember any of the others. Oh, it was a Michael Brown.
Was there a Jebbo table?
Yeah, he would have been what, 8? Would have been weird.
When was this? Oh, what?
It's got to be. Shot! Oh, he's missed a sitter! Oh, he puts his head in his hands. He puts his head to the turf. David McGoldrick on 7 minutes.
Why did he take it so early? He had so much time. Take a touch, find the bottom corner.
It was lovely build-up play involving Jefferson. It was really good football. The industrious Ben Osborne, it was on the left.
Ben Osborne, what a ball.
He played it into Ender Stevens on the edge of the box and into David McGoldrick on the left-hand side. He went across the face, as you are always told to do. And Dubravka was beating all ends up, but you're right, Nick. He didn't need to hit it as early as he did.
No, it was very close, in all honesty. But yeah, I don't think he needed to do that at all. Well done, Rammers. Well done, Rammers.
Shepherd's it out.
Did
he get a little kick there?
I didn't see a little kick, but well, the ball's been thrown out, so maybe it's either an offside or maybe it was a little kick.
I thought it was just a little kick.
Look at that attacking stats, 20th. Oh, that's shocking, that, isn't it? It's not just on Didsey. Shots, 8.3, 20th ranking. On target, 2.6, 20th ranking. All those per game.
Sorry, Oliver's made me laugh with the John Cutbush table.
I can't believe he didn't have a John Cutbush table, in all honesty.
Shocking thought. Rammers, he's looking a little unhappy, isn't he?
Yeah, not happy at all. He wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? He's quite similar in a way to Dean Henderson. And I think when fans are back in the stadium next season, or even at Burnley, he might give a little bit of a punch to the fan, not an actual punch to the face of fans, but like punch in the air towards the fans, shall we say.
Great block. Here's another chance for Sheffield United. It's the industrious Ben Osborne. Has John Joe Shelvey in front of him, but decides to do a bit of skill to find another man with skill. David McGoldrick, he could have shot. He doesn't. It's beautiful football. It's played across any touch.
What a ball from Jayden Bogle. Just nobody there.
Football. Nick, talk me through that build-up play.
It was excellent, weren't it? That little through ball from Didsey making out he was going to shoot and then just tapped it through. It felt like it weren't going to get there, but it did. It was just great. Comes inside, pretends to shoot on his left, and he just a little trickler. But it's just that's the problem, innit? There's no one there. And Jebbo went far away from that.
Nearly Jebbo, carbon copy of Everton. Not his fault at all. He was on his heels. He was the closest man to it. But Sheffield United, Nick, playing football the Sheffield United way.
Sheffield United way. LA.
Sad thoughts. You messaged me the other day saying we'll probably never sing that song again.
Yeah, because it's definitely got Chris Wilder in there. Maybe Alan Nill as well. I'm not sure, actually, thinking it without singing it. But it's definitely got Chris Wilder's name in there. And it was more the Chris Wilder way than the Sheffield United way, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm sad about that. And, of course, Duffy's in there as well. But that sort of never really stopped us.
True.
Last season. It's just a great song. I think it didn't need the swear. Here's a chance again. The Blades breaking up the play in the midfield. Jefferson plays a lovely ball back, and then that's the worst pass you'll see all season from Jayden Bogle, who passed it straight to Murphy.
I don't think he looked, did he? I think he
Murphy,
somebody threw down there.
Murphy passes it straight out and gives possession back. Seemingly, no one wants to keep possession of this ball. Just over halfway, 10 yards away from the halfway line. It's going to be a throw-in on that left-hand side to Ender Stevens. The Blades kicking from right to left in pink.
Yeah, we should have really wore pink for this. The last game we wore pink and we won. maybe for the second half, if we haven't scored, maybe we bring the pink out.
That sounds like a stag do, doesn't it?
It does sound a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It's
Let's
not the
bring
late
pink
night
out.
version, so I stopped myself.
Is
We
it?
are.
It's
not
an
the late
evening
night.
one.
It's
an evening
not. It's a late afternoon.
True,
Do you know, when I was living in Gibraltar, the restaurants in Spain across the border didn't open till 8 p.m. That's even for kids' meals.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we all eat really early, according to them. Right, free kick. We're on 10 minutes 47. Norwood's taking it. It's not a bad one. It's going to be floated
That's a
to the
brilliant ball.
edge of the area, and then a cross comes in. This could be won by David McGoldrick. He takes it down. He gets a shot away, and it I think just goes high over the bar. Did it take? I don't think it did actually take a nick off Shelvey. He was just in front of him, and Shelvey putting him off by just whispering, "The children of the night."
Yeah, Abracadabra. That's probably what he said.
But it's good football.
Is that Egan putting the ball into the box there?
With Basham laying it off to him. So Bash and Eags both bombing forward. If we'd been caught on the counter-attack there, I think we'd have been in deep doggy doo-doo.
Yeah, we possibly would be, but we didn't. And Didsy nearly got he did get a shot away, it just wasn't a great one. So
I'm not putting that comment on screen, but you're a very funny man.
Right, okay, yeah.
Throw into Newcastle on Nick's review. By the way, I have actually got some reviews of the Watchalong. So some things we've been sent reviewing our Watchalongs. Thought it would be not funny, but it was funny. Not that boring. Better than... here's another good one I like. It's from Jake. Better than some bad things. And
do you know what? Not one of them. Go on.
My personal favourite from Julie was, "It's okay."
Okay. Not one of them is positive, actually, is it? It's just not negative.
That's right. That's the way I like to look at it. They're right down the middle. Yeah. As are the Blades playing that football right down the middle. It's been, in terms of possession, the exact opposite to what we've seen over the past few games. It's all Blades. Jackie Long throw brings it forward on the left. He looked superb, Nick, against Everton. Real, I think, identity crisis prior to that, but perhaps he'd been carrying a knock for a long time and was just able to get back to his old self.
Possibly. We've seen that with a few players, but it was great to see him, and it makes me think that we could get something out of him next season. But I think a lot of these players are playing for contracts, really.
Yeah. So, here's Didsy into the box, takes a poor first touch, and it's able to be cleared. Newcastle are all at sea at the moment, which might be then a poor pass from Ollie Norwood. I think he tried to flick it with his right foot and get some swaz on it, but he hit it with his instep instead. So it just went straight out of play. I respect the hustle. I like what he tried to do.
We've seen probably about 4 or 5 of the worst passes of the season up to now.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Action areas, 28% of the Blades in that Newcastle box, as Dubravka then decides to kick it out short, 13:34. I can see why some Newcastle fans were talking about bringing cabbages to throw at Steepus today, because they're not happy with the style of football. But to be honest, you and I would take Newcastle's position all day.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I think he's done a really good job with the tools that he's got, because they're not a great side, are they? They're not Peter Beardsley, Alan Shearer. They're not Timori Ketspire, are they? Let's be honest.
Kicking down advertising hoardings. Here's ASM on this left-hand side. It's a real breaker on the counter for Newcastle. They can probably get something from this. A chance to get a shot away. They do get a shot away, but it is blocked. I think that was a combination of Jackie Long throw and John Egan. Joe Ellington will try and keep it away. Then a shot will come out from the edge of the area. No idea who any of these players are, because I can't read the names and numbers.
Murphy.
Murphy gets a shot away there. I tell you what, that was a right shot. He's getting fair too high to play a rugby square there. I think look at Murphy never sit back. That's what I'll do every time Murphy's got it.
No.
So I found out I can do that, and you can't say it's racist, because my mum did a DNA thing. Found out we're from a place called Connaught in Ireland. So we hail from Ireland. So I am and could represent the Republic of Ireland if I become a professional footballer.
I don't think you will, though, in all honesty.
Don't ruin and crush my dreams just because I'm nearly 40. Still happen. Yeah. I was told by a former professional footballer today, if I want to be a goalkeeper, I probably still could.
What?
Yeah.
But you're about 5'3".
He's just said age-wise, goalkeepers go on for ages. Now, it's a quick, clever throw from the industrious Ben Osborne to Daniel Jebison, who gets that ricochet off the Newcastle player on this left-hand side. We're about 15 yards away from halfway, and he's won a throw in there. It was off Fernandez. Jebo playing well. We do need to make a decision. We need to make a definitive decision on the Daniel Jebison song as well at some point. But the ball's going to get crossed in by Ben Osborne to the far post, but Dubravka collects and holds. I know Murphy isn't Irish, Hugh. Have you watched one of these before?
Oh, dear me.
He's from Norwich, isn't he, Murphy?
The funny thing is, as well, the
referee's not Welsh either.
Isn't even Welsh. No, he's from Merseyside.
Rob Jones. Yeah, none of this bothers me, Hugh. I decide where people are from, and that's where they're from. I mean, let's be honest. John Joe Shelby isn't from Transylvania, but that's not going to stop me.
No, that's true. That's true. He's from the world of Harry Potter. I was going to say Hogwarts then. He technically was at Hogwarts. So, yeah, technically, he did attend Hogwarts.
Technically.
Anyway.
Do you know, John Flex, middle name is Alexander, which means we love him. That's a very clever ball, but Dubravka, the sweeper keeper, reads it when it could have run through to Jayden Bogle. Good to see the hustle and the harrying from Daniel Jebison. I don't want him to get tired out, because at the moment, he's doing all, as Paul Heckingbottom would say, all his work without the ball.
Yeah, I don't want him to tire out, do we? Really, he's 17 after all.
No way you're going with this.
He's 12.
He's getting younger and younger each time. I've put the score on the screen now. I didn't forget that. We're on 17 minutes exactly. It is Newcastle 0, Sheffield United 0, as Nick takes a swig of
cold cup of tea. Did not enjoy that one little bit. The last dregs. Now I'm going to get cold water now.
Right, it's all happening.
That's bad.
When it comes to hydration, Nick will keep you posted. Dehydration, just say no. Rehydration, just say yo.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Jebo tried to win that ball back, but in the end, it is recycled by Newcastle all the way back to Dubravka, who will play it out to a Newcastle player who is going to get a pass to John Joe into ASM, who's obviously decided he's going to have to come out onto the right-hand side to actually get some of this ball. Said he was fouled by Ender Stevens. In no way on earth was that a foul. He realised he was going down a cul-de-sac, fell over, and that should be a throw into Sheffield United, but it's going to be a free kick. They won't show this again, Sky, because it was nothing.
No, and really, Ender Stevens, he doesn't need to go in for that challenge there. And actually, he shouldn't have gone in for it anyway. He didn't foul him, but he shouldn't have gone in for it anyway, because he did
it's going nowhere.
Attempt to. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whenever you're on halfway, that close to the touchline, you're going to have to do something special to get to goal. Very, very difficult. We're on 18:27 for this one. Newcastle 0, Sheffield United 0. We are doing a watch-along. You can watch this along with the game, which is on Sky Sports Mix.
Is that why it's called a watch-along? Because you can watch it along with the game.
My ball's going to roll back to Aaron Ramsdale. My mum calls it a sing-along, which is fine.
I love that.
She watches it, is very supportive. It's interesting seeing fans back. They all look like Newcastle fans because they're wearing short sleeves and it's cold. And
they look bored to tears as well.
They look like they wish that we were still in the first lockdown, don't they? All those faces. Those are the faces that say this is a dead rubber and Newcastle are not playing well, which is true. They're not at the moment. Sheffield United really taking the game to them. John says, I remember John Tudor scoring the winner in the derby in about 1973. 3-2 to the Blades at the Lane. Absolutely love hearing that. I really do like hearing tales of before my birth. John Tudor, our mystery guest, the player, if you have just joined us from a little earlier, we always do the quiz before kickoff. So if you don't watch us before kickoff, I think you should.
He scored 99 goals in his whole career. How gutted would you be that you were one away from triple digits? Triple digits.
Jack's right. Gutted. Do please subscribe. We've hit 12,500 subs, which is absolutely brilliant. We are really, really pleased with that. We're on a mission to 13K. Help us get to 13K for the best Sheffield United fan-created content. Subscribe to the Sheffield United Way YouTube channel, podcasts with former and current players, fans forums, and watch-alongs. Subscribe. It is free.
I'm going to let you carry on, Hal. Carry on talking, because what I'm going to do... Oh, no. Sorry. I've already done it. I was going to give Jack moderator status, but I've already done it. So he's absolutely smashing it at the moment, because thank you for telling people to like the video, because we sometimes forget we're thinking about that many things. So thank you, Jack. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Watch along today. Thanks to Adam, stands for Wednesday away game. The closing Hal and lovely old Nick game. Bit weird, that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's think of a better one for next time.
Yeah, well, I've stopped making a bit of effort with that, I'm going to be honest. If you would like to sponsor the Sheffield United Way, with us for money, which we can keep, that would be helpful, as money can be exchanged for goods and services, then do get in touch with us at Sheffield United Way on social media if you want to reach, for example, the previous watch along 12,000 people. So, for example, if you're a small Sheffield business and you want to talk turkey, get in touch at Sheffield United Way.
Absolutely. We're starting to try and get some sponsors together, aren't we? Before we were just doing it for the fun. Now we're doing it for the money.
We are doing this for the love. Let's make it very clear. We're not doing it for the money. However, it would be really helpful because it does cost us money to stream this for you right now. We've not got the free version of this particular piece of software. Also, we have to pay for Sky and electricity and stuff. So it'd be brilliant if you wanted to support us. You can also do Super Chat. That would be tremendous. And Nick, you've also got another way that people can donate money. Streamlabs. Yes, I have.
Streamlabs, and I will find the link again. Hal always does this to me.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll try and stop us getting money.
I'll get the link for you in a few minutes. And I'll pop it
Oliver, doing it for the love of money.
Just money. I'm telling you, it's just money. That's all we're doing it for.
It really isn't. The amount of work we put into this channel, it can't be for the money. So it would just be. It's genuinely anything you give us goes towards running costs. It's just if we make sort of 50 quid tonight, we'll break even. So if you want to help us out with that, that'd be absolutely fantastic, because we very rarely make that much from a watch along. But we work 8.5 hours each day. So as soon as we finish, boom, here we are for you. So we genuinely, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, I've just popped it in the chat as well. I think it's only Twitter that it doesn't go through to. So yeah, if you want to see it, it's in the chat. It's on Streamlabs, which is streamlabs.com/ingoodnick/tip. It's not in good nick though. It's for us. It's for the channel. It's for just putting the lights on, into Hal.
Just the tip. We're on 23:08. Newcastle 0, Sheffield United 0. John Josh Helvey in the centre circle will look for the long pass, then decides against it, then goes out to ASM on this right-hand side. He's now switched his position. Looks like he's playing more as a midfielder, Nick, than a striker, where we had him down initially.
Yeah, it seems so, doesn't it? Oh, God. Newcastle are away, and
got a free kick.
It looks like Ollie
Rob
Norwood.
Jones. What are you playing at, man? I can't do it. I lost it there. I wasn't going to carry on with that.
No, I wouldn't have done
that. You could hear the direction it was going.
Yeah.
And then we'd have been in trouble. Matt Lucas can get away with it. I can't.
Yeah. And David Williams. David Williams can do it as well. Ollie Norwood picking up his customary booking, as always. And I think he deserved that one. Yeah.
He basically took a ride on Willock's back and said, yeehaw.
He did. And he doesn't look happy about it, little Willock. Little Willock.
What he's unhappy about is that Ollie Norwood, you've been tackled by a man who is wearing pink undersleeves. Where do you even buy them?
I think they're specially made, aren't they? Specially made. Maybe from Adidas. Possibly.
Do you say Nike or Nike?
Oh, you're going to be a Nike guy, aren't you?
Well, it is Nike.
You are, aren't you?
Well, that's how it's said.
You're so American. You are so
Not
American.
at all. My friend works for Nike in Oregon. And so I asked him how you say it. And he said one of the things in the job interview is they ask you that question, how do you say it? And if you say Nike, you ain't going to get the job.
God's sake. It is American, isn't it? An American company.
Yeah, from Portland area, yeah.
So there you go. It's American. in this country.
Well, Nike was a god. Here's a free kick on the edge. It's blocked by the wall. Newcastle appeal for hands, but that'll be a very, very generous. Oh, and is that a foul on Jebbo? I think. Do you know what, John Joe Shelby? He got the ball.
A strong one. I'm happy
tell you
with
what,
that.
If Jebbo had planted his foot to win that ball, that would have been a horrific one. That could have been a nasty one.
Yeah, but at the same time, mate, if we'd have done that, we'd have been buzzing about that.
I'd have loved a challenge like that if it hadn't been on Jefferson. Yeah, ball's a bit too overcooked there, and Dubravka will just let that roll out. We're on 25-32.
Do you know what? If Bogle were a little bit closer to him, he would have struggled there because Dubravka didn't know what to do with that really because it slowed down. He was like, "Can you go out of play? Can you either be in the box or can you go out of play?"
Yes, you're absolutely spot on. It was like playing bowls, wasn't it? Crown Green bowls, and it's just slowing up. But it did roll out, and this ball might go out for a throw in, but Almiron will keep it in. He's a good player, isn't he? Came from the MLS, and there's John Joe Shelby looking back to Almiron. ASM, John Joe Shelby in the midfield calling for that ball. Will he get it now? He does, and then he's going to play that back to Fernandez in that centre circle. It's all very patient with Richie, and then Murphy, so it is. He'll get that ball and he'll look for options, but Ender Stevens really close to him, but Ender didn't do enough there. And Murphy was actually able to come away with the ball and find Willock. Then John Joshelvi plays it into the midfield. Newcastle finally getting a burst of energy, and ASM's returned to that left side of the pitch. He's got so many tricks. There's so many blades back. Even McGoldrick's there defending, but it's a header on, it's saved, and it's a back to John Joshelvi. Anyone can get
Aaron Ramsdale.
It's a superb save, and it'll be put out for a corner off Ben Osborne. That was wonderful football from Newcastle, and thank you to Jack for £2.99, Greek goddess of victory. I was about to say that, Jack, and then there was an attack that happened, but you're absolutely right. That is Nike. Thank you very much for the £2.99.
Ramsdale looks like he's hurt his shoulder here. That was an incredible save. I want to go back to the Nike thing, because you don't say bikey, do you?
It was the god. They named the god.
No,
Lots of things used to be said differently. What a save.
That is an excellent save. But in English, it's Nike. It's bike.
It's definitely okay. I'm not gonna we're not gonna solve this one here because at Nike HQ they're gonna say, well, that's just how we say it. Unfortunately, the record 38 games for Aaron Ramsdale. Nick, is it in jeopardy with Burnley coming up? He looks like he's got a serious shoulder injury.
Yeah, he does, and we definitely don't want to see League One Wes on the pitch. It looks like he could. No, maybe not. I thought he was just going to get up then, but they're just getting him in an upright position so that they can assess it. But it doesn't look in a good way at all.
He's been kicked in the back of the leg, early biscuits, and then he's hurt his shoulder there. He's not had the kind of game he would have wanted after that fantastic performance against Everton. You might have seen the behind the scenes video where he goes up to the camera and says, "Can't believe I wasn't man of the match." I love that kind of humour and that bond they've all clearly got in the dressing room. It's great stuff.
Do you think there's a massive bond there? Because it must be testing when you're at the bottom of the league, not winning games.
It must be. He's all right, by the way, Blades. Ramos has got back up. He looks fine. He's already testing that shoulder out by lifting his arms up in the air. That's how you do it. John Joe Shelby on the right-hand side with this corner. It's another good one. He takes great deliveries. Bogle's going to flick it out. He didn't actually need to do that, Jayden Bogle. I don't think he knew where Alan St. Maximin was, so he did the safe thing and flicked it out for a corner.
Yeah, he's still moving his arm around. He's not happy. It might be one of them where he stays on for a bit and then it gets too much for him. But,
or they assess him at half-time and then bring on League One 88 streak of every game this season for the Blades. Here's another good corner. It's on the edge and it's saved. That's a good test for Aaron Ramsdale. Not too difficult. One that he could get clutch to his chest. It was Fernandez just on the edge of the box who got a powerful neck on that. He doesn't look happy. He's grimacing, Nick.
No, he's struggling, mate. He's really struggling. And that was quite an easy take, that, and he's still not happy.
He's not happy.
He did go down there onto his elbow, so maybe it was just the movement again that's just...
It could... Oh, terrible touch from David McGoldrick, and it's given possession back to Newcastle, and they don't do too much with it, with the ball thump long, the Barnsley style. I watched that Barnsley game against Swansea, and I thought, my God, I hope we never get that kind of football played at Bramall Lane. It was just awful, turgid stuff.
Yeah, it really was. I I've not watched a lot of Barnes this season, but from where they are in the league, I don't know why. I just assumed they played good football, but it was horrific to watch. Just a big lad up front, just balls getting knocked up to him.
Yeah, that's not my kind of viewing while I'm eating. Luxy 2.0, birthday's on Tuesday. A birthday request. Well, we don't know your actual name, but we wish you a very happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle from Jackie Longthrow. Get the ball in the box. Love
it was
that.
Ender Stevens who did superbly after that to put that ball in the box on the left-hand side. It was drilled across, the kind of ball you like to see. But now we've got Alan St. Maximan who's doing it all on his own, and it's a case of pace. And he's got the
Ender
pace.
Stevens.
Put that ball in, and it's a flick from Joe Wellington, I think, but the foul has already been committed, so Ramos doesn't need to make a save. We're on 30 minutes 44, but Alan St. Maximan literally taking on the entire team, looking like Phil Foden, and he was brought down. That's going to be a booking for Ender Stevens.
Ender Stevens bottled that then. All he needs, it was going shoulder to shoulder with him, and he let him. Look at that. Ender Stevens.
Pulling his
arm. He's a big lad. No, but look at his chest, look at his back, look at his muscles. He's a big lad. He could have easily shoulder to shoulder and knocked him over, and that wouldn't have been a foul. He
dangerous as well.
And that's the reason why I had to bring him down then.
Absolutely. Spot on, Nick. Dangerous to give a foul away there, right on the edge of the box. Of course, St. Maximan was making his way into the penalty area. He actually stumbled and fell in the box. It's going to be Matt Ritchie on the edge who's going to take this. I don't like it. You can see how close it was, Nick, to being a penalty. It's right on that corner.
And he's got a good delivery as well, hasn't he, Matt Ritchie, all night long.
All night long, all night,
all night,
all night, all night long,
all night,
all night. There we go. Unison. That's how it sounded to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Ritchie, he's going to go for goal. I like it. Keep saying he's got good delivery, Nick. We'll take those all day and all night long.
We will do. Of course we will.
Sean, of course it's Sean.
Really
happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday, Sean.
When your birthday rolls around, of course. Sean, a great supporter of the channel. Wonderful, top man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Sean. We know Sean. It's seen, isn't it? That's how it's spelled.
Yes. My mum and I saw my mum and dad today. I haven't seen them for a while. We were talking about when we met Sean Bean at Old Trafford. My dad regaled us with that. He was a bit upset, my dad, after that game. It was the David Seaman save to deny Pesky. And we saw Sean Bean afterwards, and my dad said, "Not now, Sean." Chance to be crossed in. Oh, caught by Ramos, no danger.
He's not letting that in.
My sister's the one who inherited the sense of humour. We're on 32-54. I have to say, this game has been, in the first half, Nick, a game of two halves. The Blades had all the early play, as we so often do since then, all Newcastle.
Yeah, that is true. It's a big long ball up to Jebbo.
Go on, Jefferson, lad. Put him under.
That's fine.
Well done, Jebbo, lad.
He's done well. He's done well. I would have liked to have seen it not ricochet off him and go out for a goal kick.
You can't help it. He's got too much.
No, I know he can't.
A sort of bony bum, because that's hit him on the backside, and it's gone out for a corner. Whereas if he was fully padded there, because you can get these buttock implants now, can't you, Nick? You know, for chaps. It's on the rise. Don't judge me. I'm just saying it's a thing that exists. If he had them, it'd have gone out for a throw-in. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think many footballers are going to wear him. I don't think it's going to catch on.
No, I'm not saying it for footballers. If you would like to help Nick and I have enough finance to afford buttock implants, Super Chat would be more than welcome. We're bang on 34. Aaron Ramsdale, slightly uncomfortable. Doesn't look happy after falling awkwardly on his arm. Hurt his shoulder, I believe. He's got that ball cleared, but it's all the way back again with Newcastle sustaining this pressure, which we don't like. It's looking like they are going to just keep turning the screw with Alan St. Maximan, who is so dangerous on his day.
I think we're struggling with you here, Hal, for internet-wise. Do you want to swap over?
It's not that bad, is it?
For me, it keeps going.
But tell me, anyone in the chat, if you've lost me. I think it's all fine. So might just be Nick who's lost me. Wouldn't that be awful? How are we going to sing in unison then?
It could be. It could be just me. That's the thing. When Bobby's not here, we don't know, do we?
Nah, Bobby's our man. He keeps us all, he keeps us all in line. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, apparently it's mine. It's mine. It's my connection.
Look at you.
Am I all right?
Throwing those internet stones.
What? To me, you sound bad.
No, you're
and
right.
It's normally you.
You're
It's
right
normally you. So
and it is. Since Liverpool Gate. Anyone who's been watching those watch-alongs since the start will know that's when it really went. Do get in touch with where you're watching from. We've got Newcastle sustaining pressure with this free kick, a header that's met quite well with a leap in the air by Dummett, Paul Dummett, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Ram, as always, having that covered.
Am I actually breaking up then, or what? Because
I haven't been breaking up for me.
Need to get this sorted.
You know what? The thing is, if you ever throw this out, Nick, on a watch-along, we're going to get some people saying you're fine, some people saying can't hear you, some people like, oh, you've gone. You just don't know.
No, you just don't know.
We just don't know. I'm sure you used to get that when you did FIFA videos as well, right? People would say things to try and put you off.
Oh, definitely. Always, mate. Always. It's always the same, innit?
Oh, it's a needless foul.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Rob Jones. He waves it away. He waves it away from Pontypridd. He's come and he's waved it away. I thought that like a needless foul by John Egan, but Rob Jones knows best. And then David McGoldrick trying to take on his man. Got to say, Didzy's not started like Didsy for me. He's not looking like Zinedine, Zidane, as he was apparently called by Martin Keown.
Don't write him off too soon, Hal. It's coming.
Oh, a slip in the box after a great cross. It was Jebison who slipped. I don't think it was going to reach him anyway. And the Blades now keeping a little bit of pressure on, which is good because it's been really backs to the wall for the past 10 minutes, a sustained spell from Newcastle. We're on 37 minutes, still 0-0. And we've stopped the play here for a player in the centre circle. And Rob Jones is going to take a little look at him, see if he's all right. It is Joe Ellington who's gone down. And I don't know why.
Oh, I'm glad you did that because I was just about to do that.
Yeah. You might think, because we haven't got Bobby in the background, that you can take advantage of us, all right, and our generous nature, and put stuff in the chat that is nonsense. It's not on our watch. I mean, probably on our watch. But there'll be times when we spot it, and that was one of them.
And the thing is, mate, as well, Bobby doesn't block people for anything or doesn't time people out for anything. If you put something that I don't like, you're gone, lads. You are gone.
Which basically means if you insult Nick, you're out. If you insult me, he will make you a moderator.
Exactly. So what do you want to do? Do you want to insult me or do you want to insult Hal?
Yeah, choose wisely, and by that I mean insult me. 38-12. We're going to see what happened to Joe Ellington. I believe he walks, he stands, he bends, he falls. It was in installments. No idea.
He's just wasting time. That's what he's doing. He knows that they're under the cosh. He's trying to get to half time at 0-0. He knows that Didsey is going to take on about 4 men and play a through ball to Jebbo, and he's going to put it in top corner. Actually, no, he's going to flick it up, overhead kick it, top corner. He knows. He already knows. So
you heard it here first. I want to shout out, my dad mentioned that on the Everton match preview, Nick, someone said we'd win 1-0, Jebison score during the live chat, which we didn't pick up on. Yeah, my dad was like, he watched it back and he was like, someone said it during and we didn't spot it. So whoever that was, if you're in here now, Everton pre-match preview, someone predicted exactly 1-0 Jebison.
Wait, what? Pre-match?
Yeah, in our match preview for Everton. So if you're in here now, can you make him or herself available, and we will find a prize for you, and we will then check that it was you. I haven't thought that.
You know that everyone in the comments are going to be like, "It was me. It was me. It was me. It was me."
Yeah, it's like at the end of.
We don't believe you. We don't.
I'm Brian. And so is my wife.
There we go. It's already started.
Someone won £150 from a £1 stake on that. And that's good knowledge, Sarah. Yeah, it wasn't me. because I don't have a betting account anymore after an incident. Nick knows all about that. Oh, Nick, I didn't tell you. Oh, my God. I got a new card, as you know, and I had to get a new PIN because I got hacked. Right? Oh, I went to the petrol station today, filled up 50 quid. I haven't learned my new PIN, have I? Oh, it was a nightmare. Anyway, Newcastle on the attack. I'll tell you in a moment. Newcastle ball swung in. I thought I knew it. Yeah, I got it wrong twice. You only get 3 goes. Ball headed away. Ben Osborne gets that flick on, and then it's going to be only half cleared. And Newcastle, there's no pressure now. The Blades are just standing off. They're jockeying. ASM can get his crossing at this rate. Put a block in. Now there's 2 on him, which is, of course, leaving Murphy free on his left foot. He gets a shot away, and it's headed clear. It will fall nicely here, I'm sure, because Bogle just leaves it for some reason, and then it will fall out after that pressure from Almiron. That was unnecessary, a lot of that from the Blades.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's falling on the bottom, though, aren't they, in this game? Everyone's slipping all over. They must have watered the pitch quite a bit. An 8-year-old kid?
Maybe that's who won the money. I don't know. I think that might be the reference that we did for Jefferson, because, of course, he got younger.
I hope it is the Jefferson one.
Yeah, if it's an 8-year-old betting and doing better than me with my gambling. No, I forgot my PIN. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. There was a massive queue. I literally said to the guy in the petrol station, I'm like, I've forgotten my PIN. And he went, I was like, can I sign for it? No. Can I swipe it? No, it's 50 quid. I was like, okay, but I've just got a new PIN. I haven't memorized it. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I wasn't planning on getting petrol. I didn't realize it was as low as I was. I haven't used the car in a while. What can you help me out? And he's like, yeah, put your PIN in. I was like, okay, this guy's not going to help. This guy's, and the people behind me were like, hurry up, mate. And I was like, oh, for God's sake, this is a stress. I'm sweating now. I don't know the numbers. I know the 4, but I couldn't remember them in the order. So I had 3 goes, and I got it on the 3rd, and I literally went, yes! Like that, in the queue.
I've just missed all of that story.
Oh, it was a great story. Hopefully you all got that. Anyway, 50 quid to fill up. What do you drive, Hal? I hadn't filled up for ages. It was just one of those things. You have to do it eventually. But I've realised that story. In the end, I literally was just a man who paid for petrol. But
you're on your own at the moment, mate, because I can't hear a word that you're saying.
Here's Ben Osborne. Has he? Oh, I think refs are giving it offside. We're on 42-30. It's been a game of back and forth, occasional moments, if you are just joining us, of pressure. Ben Osborne wasn't, in my opinion, offside there, having seen that one again, but linesman's given it. And it's only Newcastle, as we know, that can carry on playing when the linesman's flag goes up.
Yeah, that was the thing last season, wasn't it? That you had to play to the whistle. Where's that gone? Why do things just change and nothing gets said about it?
It's just who knows the rules these days? I mean, it didn't look offside when I saw that back. We're not going to get any lines. There was a clear offside for a goal for Manchester United last night. Cavani's goal, that was offside. Bizarre that some things are reviewed and some aren't. It seems suspect and it seems completely unfair.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the reason for that was because Ben Osborne wasn't going through on goal, and it was a nothing, really.
I think that's spot on, absolutely. We're on 43-30. There's Steve Bruce. Started his managerial career at Sheffield United after playing 10 games as a player. That was part of our pre-match quiz, if you are just joining us. Here's John Joshelvi, and he'll put that ball forward looking for Joe Ellington, but it'll be cleared by John Egan. And it's a case at the moment of, I think, just getting to half-time and assessing. Joe Ellington might need to be taken off, and who knows about Rammers.
Who knows, mate? But Rammers hasn't... you haven't seen him kind of doing this since rubbing himself. We haven't seen him rub himself for a bit. So that's all good. Yeah. We like the fact that he's not rubbing himself.
Agreed.
It's not the late night version, is it?
It's not the late night version, which is why you're not getting any more from me at this stage. By the way, if you are going to put that it's a goal when it's not, you get blocked. So don't do that.
Good lad. Yeah, because we're up with play. We are watching it.
Yeah,
it's
like we're
pretty
there.
Much as live as you can be.
Yeah, Lewis, I don't know where you're from, but you've got a Brazilian surname, so we're probably closer to the action than you. It's a corner kick. About half time, we're already in the 45th minute, and it's not a bad one either. But Rammers comes out and claims with the corners actually from Newcastle have been pretty decent.
Yeah, and he's not rubbing. I was watching him intently. Then he's not rubbing himself. We're good.
You saw no rubbing.
Don't worry about it. He's not rubbing himself.
Yeah. Aaron, you keep your hands to yourself. You keep your hands. God is always watching. Keep your hands to yourself. You'll go blind. Kicks it straight out though, doesn't he? We've got 4 minutes added on, and Newcastle fans are apparently singing. I've got it on mute, thank God, so I can't hear that.
Yeah, no, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to see that. All we want to do is see Chris bash. Oh, what's going on?
See Chris bash.
Where's that foul happened? No, neither did I. I thought it was on Bash for a second.
Rob Jones, you're better than that. Come along now.
I'll tell you what, he was terrible the first time we had him, Rob Jones.
He was,
I can't even remember what game it was, but he was incredibly bad.
Yeah, he was absolutely shocking. I can't remember exactly which game it was either, but he was. He made one or two big mistakes that I think, let's just say, even though I can't remember, definitely cost us the game and are probably the reason we're getting relegated. Here's ASM. Lovely tricks, lovely flicks. He is an absolute live wire of a footballer, a Rolls Royce of a player. So fantastic to watch.
Apparently, Peter's saying we're miles behind Radio Sheffield. We're not, though. We're watching the game live.
Oh, bloody Peter. I thought you said you're miles better than Radio Sheffield. I didn't read that proper. That's why I brought it on screen. Oh, you can do one. I thought he was being nice.
It's just over the internet. That stuff.
You're miles behind Radio Sheffield. Yeah. Maybe you are, Peter. Get your modem sorted. I don't know what you might have that internet that goes dee 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 dee. Trust me. For me, right now in my living room, I am currently living in the right time. I'm not behind.
Yeah, exactly. We can't, other than being in the stadium, we can't be any more live.
Oh, it's a ball through. Here's a chance for Newcastle. I don't like it. It's crossed in. It's a shot. It's a great save from Rammers.
What a save!
Back. Wonderful
Aaron
football.
Ramsdale.
What a save.
Stop it.
Absolutely cheers himself. Joe Willock, 5 goals in 5 from the Arsenal loanee. You'd have put your house on him scoring, but Rammers said, "You shall not pass.
You shall not pass." That's what he said. And he was probably offside as well. It looked offside, but it doesn't matter. What an excellent save.
Very selfless, wasn't it?
Because but that's going in the corner, that as well. That's a good save, that. It's not straight at him.
And the recovery from Jackie Long throw, because, of course, it hits Jackie Long throw on the chest afterwards, and then he kind of overhead kicks it clear when it could have rolled into the back of the net. So all round, the Blades did very well there. But I am getting concerned because Newcastle have now had 12 shots on goal, and we've only had 2, although we should have scored. We've had the best chance through David McGoldrick. Brilliant Rammers.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. He's been like that for a good month or two.
Here's St. Maxim. Oh, he's stood up to by Bogle, who's stronger there in the challenge and manages to get that ball back. But then Almiron nutmegs him, and then it's superb. There's your buddy to help you out football from Sheffield United. And we are approaching half-time. 4 minutes added on. We're on 48-22. And here is John Joshelvi, who will look for that flick into the box. He finds it as well. This is a chance, and it's cleared, but only as far as St. Maximum. Can he get a shot away? It's dancing, tricky feet. He doesn't know. He knows where he's going to go, but he finds that ball out to Murphy. Cross it in. It's a chance. It's a goal.
For God's sake.
And it's that boy Willock, a danger man, and I've got to say, Nick, that's been coming.
Shocking. Awful. Shocking defending, really. Free header. It's a free header.
Disappointing. Really disappointing. I know it doesn't matter hugely in the grand scheme of things. But we want to win this game.
Someone saying it was offside.
It wasn't offside. So.
Is there nothing that's offside even before?
It's just a case of hope, isn't it?
Oh, it's going back. Oh, it's going backwards.
It's not offside.
Bogle's not a good defender, is he? I think we know that already, and he should have been up with him there, even if it's just putting him off. He was nowhere near him. Maybe it wasn't even Bogle's man. Maybe somebody else should have been picking up initially.
Good chip ball back in from Murphy. Nice header down. Does everything right. Willock. He looks like a player, doesn't he? There's 3 Willock brothers, all playing professional football. Have all, at one stage or another, been part of the Arsenal academy, but he looks like the best of the bunch.
Yeah, that's quite funny. There was an offside 5 minutes ago. Does that count? Well,
It does
certainly in the Spurs game.
Yeah, that is your half time, and got to say that's a tough pill to swallow, Nick.
Yeah, bang on half time. To be perfectly honest, though, it's a half of 2 halves. We've been really good early on, and then they've just come into it and been the better team. So yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, we've been giving them too many chances. There was 2 clear-cut chances. Ramos saved 1 just before, and we didn't learn his lesson.
It's true. Actually, we haven't learned the lessons from the past sort of 20 minutes of this game, which has really been Newcastle exerting that pressure, steadily coming into the game after the Blades were far the better side to begin with. A lot of chances for Newcastle, 14 I counted, only 2 for the Blades, but that 1 chance for David McGoldrick was a really gilt-edged opportunity. And like you said, Nick, he took it earlier than he had to. It was a case of Dubravka being beaten all ends up, and he just put it wide of the post. Really, on that right-hand side, a chance, I thought, early on in the game to exert our dominance and go 1-0 up. And then I think we kick on, and this game's totally different.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. He should have took a touch. 1 touch out of his feet, put it in the bottom corner. Like it was a good effort, to be fair, from where it was first time. It only just whistled past the post, but I hate it when we always get these chances really early on, and then we don't get anything as good for most of the match. And I hate that, because you look at it thinking, I hope that's not going to be our best chance of the match. And up to now it is. And
that might be one of the things to look forward to next season. There's a few things. Maybe we should just do a list, Nick. This will cheer us up. List of things to look forward to in the Championship. So no VAR, then you go. I'll go. We'll go back and forth.
Quest. I like Quest.
Colin
I hate
Murray.
Match of the Day. I like Colin Murray. Yes, big fan.
Benjamin Bloom.
Benjamin Bloom. Oh, we had loads of these. I can't actually seen our team win a game.
3:00 kickoffs on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Fans being able to be back in stadiums.
Yes. Robert, can you think of anything that is actually better by being relegated?
Probably not losing every single game, being at a competition level where most of our players are more familiar with, are probably better suited for. So ideally a better product on the field.
I agree with that, because actually, like Nick's just said, you feel like in the Premier League, your 1 chance could be your only chance, but I never felt like that in the Championship.
Yeah.
No, Billy Sharp would always pop up with a goal at some point. You knew that.
Pop in the comments things that you actually think. It's not a case of sour grapes. It's a case of we make the best of the situation we're actually in. So pop in the comments things that you think will be better. I actually think the standard of punditry is better in the Championship than in the Premier League.
Yeah, Billy Sharp will be back next season, Neil is saying. I think that Billy Sharp needs to play a lot of games next season. I know everyone's writing him off already, but he's in the shape of his life. I think he's still got a lot more to give.
Oh, he's ripped. You remember the old days? No one was ever ripped, were they? No one cared what they looked like. You know, if you ever watch any old TV, everyone was sort of they just were. Now it feels like you've got, as a man, you've got to have guns. Otherwise you can't wear a T-shirt. Just that was never the case in the 80s when I was growing up. No one I knew had muscles. No one had a 6-pack. Where's this all come from? There's a lot of pressure on us chaps now, and I don't like it. Robert, your thoughts?
My line of work, I have to be in shape, so it's forced on me. But yeah, no, it definitely. You see it in sports all the time now. I mean, watching any American sport, everybody's ripped out there. Even turn on the soccer from 10, 20 years ago. You could get any shape and size on the field now. Yeah, you're right. I mean, look at Ender Stevens. It looks like he should be, bullying St. Maximin off the ball, but he's not, because the other players are just that much stronger.
For those that don't know, Robert works as the world's strongest man.
That's my night gig. Yeah.
Night gig. All right,
While
let's
I'm
focus
sleeping in my dreams.
on this game then, Robert. Talk us through what you've made of that first half, buddy.
Well, I know we don't got Bobby in the background to put up the stats, but just looking through them right now, there's a clear better team statistically, and that's Newcastle. It was only a matter of time till they were going to score. Really sad that obviously we get our one opportunity and we can't take it in the first half. But looking at these stats, I'll just run it through for everybody. 12 shots for Newcastle, 2 for us, 4 on target for them, 0 for us. You have 67% possession for Newcastle versus 33%. The pass accuracy, 90% pass accuracy for Newcastle United. We only have 72%. And then obviously 7 fouls to 1, 2 yellow cards to none for us. We definitely seem like a relegated side. Newcastle, I think we're making them look way better than they are. But it certainly is not a good show for us. So
we've eventually let them look better than they are.
Yeah.
We started the game very encouragingly. It actually looked like here we are. We're just carrying on from that performance at Everton. You must have felt that way.
Yeah, and it's the every game we start somehow. It's not like we're holding possession at the beginning. It's like fresh legs, the positive mentality of we're not down yet in the game. I was seeing it today. We intercept the ball in the midfield, and it's that midfield line of 4 to 5 players. When you think about our midfielders and our wingers, you're getting interceptions and you're passing the ball quickly. So Didzy's not tired yet. Whoever the strike partner is, today Jebison's not tired yet, and that's how these have been effective so far for us. But then you get 20 minutes in, everybody's a little tired. The other teams realize, okay, we have to pass around the midfield, and then you can start exploiting the behind spaces. Today, you see it especially. Newcastle has so much pace out wide, and that's how they've been getting the good looks that they have been getting.
Absolutely. We were just having a bit of a good look at what I would look like as Lise Moose say. Nick is back. So Nick, Robert's just been sharing with us the stats, and it doesn't make for pleasant hearing or pleasant reading. I would have thought that Robert would agree with that. But Nick, what are your thoughts, and can we get anything out of this second half?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we showed in the last game against Everton that we can create chances, which I didn't think before the Everton game. We'd not created many good chances in the last 2 or 3 games. So I think he can hopefully give them a bit of a rocket at half time. And hopefully they'll come out in the first 5 or 10 minutes firing, and we'll try and nick an early goal. That's what I'm going for.
I'm a bit worried about the fact that Didzy's having a terrible game. It's a bit like last season, the season before, when Norwood was bad, the team was bad. Is it now the case that when Didzy's bad, the team is bad?
I think so. And but not just that. I don't think that Didsy can play good and bad in a game. I think he either plays really good or he plays really bad. Same with Ollie Norwood. I just, when he plays bad, nothing seems to go right for him. And do you know what I think it is? When we spoke to like the Dean Hammond and stuff, it's like he tries too hard and it doesn't come off for him. Yeah, it's up there. And I think that's his problem sometimes. And it might be same with Ollie Norwood, because when those balls are, or not really this season, I mean more in the Championship, when he were pinging balls left and right and they were meeting the targets and stuff. But when he wasn't playing well, he tried to do it more and he messed up more. Like everything, like free kicks going over the bar, balls across the field going into the crowd. Like he tries too hard, and that's what I think we did say.
So, Robert, would you take Didsy off?
Not yet, no. I don't know. Again, for me, I think Didsy, the fact that, it was a good opportunity, good shot, just wide. Again, maybe a better first touch, or at least, maybe take a second touch and then shoot. I don't know if that's necessarily the problem this game. It looks more like we're just being outclassed in speed and in the wide areas. And that comes in with Bogle, who, again, more attacking mindset versus defensive. Baldock, you just know he's going to get the ball and win the ball back. And then, go on that counter attack.
We want to see it, don't we? We want to see Baldock and Bogle, but Baldock behind.
Right, exactly, and not as a center back. I'd rather have Basham as the center back, Baldock out wide, and then Bogle just push him further forward. And I think we're seeing Osborne play pretty high today, so maybe dropping him back a little bit more into the midfield. He's been up top a little bit too much, I think, for this kind of game, because Newcastle can just bloop, direct ball right over the top, and somebody up front is going to get it for them, and then it's almost like a 2-on-2 situation every single time. So I think that's where the change needs to be made a little bit more tactically. I don't know if there's a person on the bench that I'd bring on to change this game right now.
Well, you're right. In terms of options, there's no Baldock on the bench. So if you were to make a defensive change, the options are Sariki, who's a right wing back, Keane Bryan, Keane Bryan, Kyron Gordon, who's a centre back, Harry Boyd, who is a left wing back. But those are your only defensive options. Nick, when you look at that bench, would you do anything at halftime?
I'd like to see Sariki in there, in all honesty.
Oh yes,
but I don't think I don't think I want to see him as the last line of defence. I like to see him going forward, but I'm not 100% sure about his defensive qualities. So really, that I'd have just two right wing backs that can attack on this pitch at the same time. So maybe not. Can we just bring up the Zach Brunton? I'd love to see Zach Brunton in this game.
I
did
strings. Forget Jags. Yes, that's absolutely true. Jags is a defender. I just forgot Jags. Full stop. There's your full bench, boys.
There we go. There we go. What did you say about Jags?
I forgot he existed when I was listening. The defenders low as well. I've had a mare there.
I realize this is probably like the first time we've had more defenders on the bench than we've had strikers on the bench.
You're right. It would have been easier for me to list the strikers, which is Brewster. The midfielders are Lundstrom and Brunt, with League One Wes, of course, the goalkeeper.
Who is Boys then? What position does he play?
Harry Boys is a left wing back who's impressed me greatly in the under-23s. Also, just worth mentioning, I know we're going slightly off topic here, but as we mentioned, League One Wes has been on the bench the whole time. It could, of course, been Verips. Now, I don't know if any of you have been following what's been happening for him at FC Emmen, but he's had a remarkable time at FC Emmen. He's getting rave reviews, keeping a tremendous amount of goals out, has become their most valuable player, and has taken them from bottom of the league to third from bottom, where they'll have a relegation playoff, which is something they do in Holland, which I like, actually, a relegation playoff. They do it in Germany as well. I've been to a relegation playoff game in Germany. It's good fun, that. You've got the sort of best team from the league below playing the sort of third worst. It's good fun, and I'd love to see them bring it in this country. So your thoughts on first, Robert Verips?
I obviously haven't seen him play. You don't hardly get any soccer games over here besides the top leagues. So I think that, just the fact that he's gone into a team and turned their form around defensively, as we know, a goalkeeper like an Aaron Ramsdale can save a bad defense. And we've seen that the second half of this season, especially. So maybe Michael Verips is a good option going forward, especially with the interest that's been rumored to be with Aaron Ramsdale potentially getting another move this summer.
Four-year contract, I was going to say, Verips has got, and he's into the second year of that. So if he is good, we've got him locked down for 2 more years, and he's already being linked in Holland with some big teams because they've been impressed with him.
I wouldn't be too disappointed if we had 2 good goalkeepers fighting for a first team spot in the championship.
Which, as Nick knows, we have had before.
I didn't hear what you were saying because I'd just gone off. But I figured out why my internet issues were a problem.
Oh, but good.
Anyway, carry on. You sound perfect.
Good. I'm just saying, we've had 2 good goalkeepers before at Sheffield United. Not something that we're not used to. I'd want quite a lot of money for Verips if we were going to sell him now that he's proven himself. Personally, I'd like to see him given a chance in red and white. If Ramos is going to go to Burnley, if Nick Pope goes, there's going to be that chain reaction of things that could happen. And I would love to see Verips given a chance. I think he was sold a story that wasn't true. I think he was promised, maybe at the very least, he'd play every cup game. And he played 20 minutes against AFC Fylde, and that's it.
But he did get injured, though, didn't he? So maybe that was the idea, but he got injured. And then...
He came back from that injury. He didn't get injured. He got concussed against AFC Fylde. So we had to miss the next few games. By the time the next cup game rolled round, he was cleared and he didn't play.
Who did play? Was it Simon Moore then?
Dean Henderson, maybe. Who knows?
Dean Henderson was... Oh, maybe, possibly. Fair enough. But, but Fylde, we lost to, didn't we?
No,
so we wouldn't have been in that cup again. Oh, wait, am I thinking... Oh, I'm thinking of the season before.
Yeah, we beat AFC Fylde, but...
who did we lose to the season before, then?
The way it works, Nick, is we lose to a team that gets to the final. We lost to Chelsea this season, and Arsenal the season before. Right, we don't have a second half one, but we do have an end of half time graphic, which I'm going to use. So we are back underway at St James's Park, named after Exeter's home ground, and already Didsey on the patak, which we like to see. Robert, thank you very much for joining us. You can catch Robert on Fans React. He will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time. Yeehaw!
Yep. All right. Take care, guys.
Nice one,
Hey,
Robert.
Robert.
Good to speak to you. He knows his stuff. I love a good yank. You know that.
Who did we lose to then? When we were in the Championship, we lost to someone who was...
managed by Darren Curry, who's now in charge of our under-23s. Ian Smith, Hal, did you know that the Pope bought one of the goals from Bootham Crescent? I did not know that. If that's true, that's absolutely fantastic.
What?
Yeah, well,
Where's
Bootham
that come
Crescent
from?
is no more, and they've been selling off the goals. They've been selling off the seats that you can buy things from Bootham Crescent. So it makes sense. Remember there was a time, Nick, that Francesco Toldo donated a load of money to York City. Bizarre. But,
Crazy.
football, eh?
Football, eh?
Football. Bloody hell.
Football. We could just say football, eh? All stream.
He says here, not the Pope, you nutter. Nick Pope.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he used to play for York.
The Pope.
So he says here, look, you can see why I thought that was the Pope.
That Pope, I can see both ways.
I'm doing a commentary. I'm reading quickly.
People don't give us credit, do they? They don't give us credit at all.
No, I think that I read confidently. Normally, I describe myself as a confident reader, but sometimes I get caught out. 47:01, ball crossed in, and it's going to be blocked by John Egan and cleared for a throw-in, 20 yards away from the corner flag on this right-hand side. Taken very quickly. Newcastle mean business, Nick. They've come out of the traps quickly. Yeah,
and we were hoping that we were going to do that, but ASM is so tricky and difficult to mark. Oh,
Almiron, can he get a shot away? Yes, he can. It's wide.
Do you know that little no-look pass there? When they play for your team, you love that. When they play against you, not so much.
I completely agree. My nephew started learning the no-look pass. It's not on purpose, not intentional. He just sometimes gets bored. He's only 5. But yeah, he's got such a tricky way of getting past a player, Alan Saint-Maximin, without actually always using a trick. He's just got that, like you'd think he's about to do a trick, and then he just does something simple. I love it. He's a player I would happily pay money to watch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, Osborne's on the ball on the edge. Back to Didsey.
Didsey played a terrible ball to Osborne there. Fired it into his midriff, but Ozzy did really well to control that. Didsey's had a poor game. We've got to be honest. I really hope he comes back into it and starts playing his way. Terrible cross,
yeah.
Nick.
That was awful. Ollie Norwood, like, what has happened? That was his best trick that he had up his sleeve. The fact that he could put a ball on someone's head from anywhere. And it's just gone.
So you say you sorted your internet out. It does now look like you're filming yourself on a potato.
Oh, not this again. Not this again. Oh, that's not good.
Don't worry.
Hopefully it'll come back.
It will. Next season, you'll be at the games, and these will be a distant, blurred memory.
I know. I can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that.
I'll tell you what I can't wait for, and there's no way of saying this without it sounding a bit soppy, but I'm really looking forward to seeing you and giving you a big hug. And
that'll be nice.
Just saying thank you for bringing me into the fold.
And I'll be like, Hi.
Don't know him.
That looked really weird. That.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's so weird that we still haven't met each other. And do you know what I said? As soon as we can kind of start traveling and meeting people, we will meet up. And
I found a website today called Meet Halfway.
Really?
Yeah. It's a website where you and a friend can find out the exact place that's halfway between your two houses.
Who pays for that domain? Really?
Here's some Maxim. I'm going to get a shot away, and it's way over the bar. We're on 49.44.
So what is it then? What's halfway exactly?
I haven't done it yet. I've been out.
Shall we do it now?
Yeah, we could do it now. I've been out schmoozing with former footballers, as you know.
Oh yeah. Are you going to tell people?
He's not exactly the kind of big enough name to.
I'm sure people. Well, I knew who he was.
The thing is, I don't know you. I need your address, but I'm going to have to ask for it, aren't I?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Put it in private chat.
Well, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. You just put it in private chat, and I'll do it. Oh, you do it.
Fine. I'll send you mine. There you go.
Okay. What, you said you didn't live in Sheffield? Let's have a look.
Cross comes in from Norwood. It's not a bad one either. It might fall on the edge of the area to Ender Stevens. Just decides to toe poke it back. Jefferson does brilliantly under pressure from John Josselvi. We're on 51 minutes, but it's poor, lazy crossing eventually from Alexander Fleck, and it's left by Basham, and then gets that nice return from Didsey. That's a foul. That's a foul that could have been a penalty, but it was right on the edge. And we might see that again.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Possible penalty, but it was John Josselvi who fouled his man. It was on the edge. It wasn't in the box. Actually, you see it again. I can see why Shelby was so apoplectic with rage. It's not a foul at all, is it? He gets the ball off Basham.
No. It's asking me what we want to do. So, accommodation. Right. Do we want to sleep together? Do we want to food and drink?
Yeah, just put food and drink.
Okay,
yeah.
Food and drink.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is quite exciting. I'm quite excited about this.
I'm going to guess before you do it, but after this free kick, because the Blades could score here, and when we timestamp this, I don't want it to sound like we're hooking up. So we're on 51-41, Newcastle 1, United 0. Are we about to see a goal for the Blades?
This reminds me of Fleck against Wednesday, but Fleck's not in the picture.
McGoldrick! Oh, my God. A whisker.
Was it? 52. It looked miles wide.
Bang on. And I thought that was a whisker away from the top right-hand corner. It was a whisker. Oh, you don't get closer than that without scoring. Oh, it's close. Oh, it gets closer every time I see it. No, I didn't think it was that close. It wasn't that close.
Why is David McGoldrick taking everything?
You know who you want on free kicks? Alexander Fleck. He's proven it, and that's a terrible clearance from Dubravka. The Blades have it again. That attack is going to start once again for Sheffield United with Ben Osborne. Ball crossed into the box, looking for David McGoldrick. Again, though, it misses him. That's a slightly disappointing one, but we have seen the attack. But now it's a counter-attack and a foul on Almiron. It was... Rob Jones says no. He says no, Boyo.
He says no.
It looked like a clear... It looked like a clear... I hope we're not meeting halfway in Cardiff. Don't want to hear that one there. But it's the Blades now who are back on the attack. And it's Didsey. Attack! But Almiron's still nursing that injury. He might not even have been touched. You know what these foreigners are like. Ball just played back into Ollie Norwood to Jackie Long throw, who lays it out to Ender Stevens. Going to be crossed first time. You could tell from the way he's shaped. Jefferson gets his head on it.
Oh, just too high, wasn't it?
Hey, that Newcastle fan fell 3 rows forward. What an idiot.
In the yellow T-shirt.
He's got the guy in front of him. He's fallen on the guy in the yellow fell on top of the guy who fell. What a Burke.
I'll tell you a funny story about my dad in a second regarding something like that.
Just a second. We've got Nick's funny story.
Okay. I always wind my dad up about this. When I'm not sure if you'll remember this, it was a long time ago when Jack Lester actually played for us, not coached the unders. We weren't very good at this point. Jack Lester scored a lot of penalties at the kind of back end of the season. It was round Christmas time, I believe. Well, It was freezing anyway. It was away at Wigan. Jack Lester took about 5 men on. I think it were 1-0 down or something towards the end. Took about 5 men on and smashed it into the roof of the net. Everyone went crazy. Me and my dad was sat on the first possible row, but there was about 5 rows with like a sheet over it. This guy with a walking stick jumped, landed on my dad. They both went rolling down the seats together. My dad was not a happy bunny.
Oh, I bet. That must have been really painful.
It was so funny, though. It was so funny. And I always wind him up about it to this day.
Oh, that must have been awful. I've had a moment in the Cop where we scored and a load of youths, every time we scored, they thought it was cool to kind of fall forward and push everyone. And I fell, but the guy next to me, Chris, who's a friend of mine, he broke his wrist. He fell much worse than me. Landed like that. And it was horrific. And he was so angry with them. Like, he wanted to knock them all out, but he couldn't because of his wrist.
No one was hurt. That's why I laughed about it. Obviously, if someone would have been hurt, I don't think I would have laughed about it.
Several people killed, but no one was hurt.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you where's halfway then?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's get a date in the diary. Then all of you super fans can meet us there and we'll sign autographs and kiss babies.
Crick in Northamptonshire.
What?
Apparently.
That's what happens to your neck when a load of youths push you forward.
Yeah, Crick, Northamptonshire. 77 miles from yours, 76 miles from mine.
Oh, you're unreal.
Winning. I
unreal.
am winning. I'm winning, mate.
Here's ASM. Is he going to be on the winning side today? He's going to have a chance to cross that ball in. He does. Finds Willock, takes a heavy touch, and it'll give the Blades a chance for an odd clearance from Basham. And it's all a bit patient, this at the back from the Blades, but they kind of get away with it. Rammer's firing it into Ollie Norwood. It's still, though, just keeping possession at the back. I don't like that. I thought that was poor defending and poor choice from Chris Basham.
It was, but we got out of it quite well until that. But it was good football. Ball from Rammers into Norwood. Great touch. Swept it out to the wing. Happy days.
Didsey needs to get more into this game because we know when he's in the game regularly. I was going to do that EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
But it's in the game. That sounded like for you. Yeah, he's not been in it. He's been slightly poor today. He's not been quite his afternoon.
No. And Aaron's right. Let's get Brunt on. Give him a chance. He's not been brought on yet. I want to see him.
I don't know why I said that. Donny O'Fletch. Is this the last time we see the pink shirt? I would say yes. And neither of us are wearing it. Neither of us are wearing it, which is a shame. We wore it for Everton.
Yeah, what did I say? I said that we needed to change it, didn't we? And we didn't.
We should have changed at half-time, a la Manchester United against Southampton, yeah. We should always do that when we're losing. Change kit.
Yeah. I did that for the West Brom game, and we came back and won.
Yeah, it was all down to you. I regularly used to change kits. When I was a kid, I used to change kits when I watched a game at home. I didn't do it in the stands. That would be weird. Bring a load of kits in a big bag.
Elbowing someone as you're taking your top off.
Yeah. It's good luck. Get off. Don't look at me tits.
It's not the late night show, Hal. Come on. Your breasts.
Yeah,
your breasts.
It's a corner on the left-hand side from Alexander Fleck, and anyone gets a shot away. Basham took a bit too long. Oh, and that's awful.
Oh, my God.
Ollie Norwood, everything you're not supposed to do there as a professional footballer. You never do the Fat Joe, and he did. He leaned back. It was awful. Dreadful. Basham here as well. Could have had a shot straight away.
Yeah, but he did the right thing, Bash. He did the right thing, but maybe not, because Ollie Norwood hasn't got a shot. He's not scored a goal all season. So
our midfield hasn't contributed the goals they should have done. Here's ASM. God, he's strong, isn't he? And he's got the pace. Brilliant play.
Oh, Ramsdale. I think he took it in the face there.
He might have done. It might have been the face, might have been the hand. Either way, it is a corner.
Yeah, I was wrong about Norwood. He has scored this season in the wrong net.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about those, those chocolate sticks you stick in the end of a flake? They stick in the end of they're called flakes, aren't they? You stick in the end of a 99.
Yeah.
There's apparently a worldwide shortage. Have you heard about this? It's in the news.
No.
Yeah, it's true.
This is a joke, isn't it? I know it's a joke.
It's not flake news. No, it's true. It is true. Ramos has caught that corner. That's a preceding corner from John Josh Helvey. And it's 59-16. Newcastle 1, Sheffield United 0 as the season that never ends continues. We're on the penultimate game of the season. Sheffield United tend to lose the penultimate away game of the season. This would be our 4th away game in a Premier League season that is the penultimate game, and we've conceded 3 in all of the previous 3.
Yeah, the last one that I remember that we won. Oh, no. In the promotion season.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But in the Championship, we definitely won a couple. So we won the whole game? Or was that... Oh, no, it was the... Thinking me, Bobby. Oh, that was penultimate. The last game of the season was Stoke, wasn't it? It was Stoke.
Stoke, Duck. Yeah.
Stoke.
Yeah. What is going... Can you hear all that banging?
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Is that coming... It's not... It's my neighbour's lad. He's mad into football. He's only a young boy. He's a lovely kid. But he just smacks the ball against our fence just constantly when the sun's out. I can literally never enjoy the garden. Because if the sun's out, the ball's pinging against the fence. And if the sun's not out, it's throwing it down. I can never enjoy the garden.
Is it your fence or is it their fence?
It's a combined, it's a joint thing.
If a panel fell, who would sort it?
They would, because I can't do any DIY. I'm not like a real man.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I can't do anything like that.
My missus...
I hire another man. I do that thing like if someone comes to fix something, I stand there with a spanner saying, I can help if you want, but I can't.
I hope not. I can make you a cup of tea.
Say things like, I would help you, I have a bit of a bad back.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you know what? When we had our fridge, we was taking a fridge from my... Oh, God, I'll tell you that in a second.
Here's a chance for Newcastle, 61-11, and a great bit of defending. John Fleck saw the danger on that right-hand side and just came and took the ball away. You'd love to see that more often.
Yeah, definitely. Just went through and they were just like, I'm having that ball. No problem whatsoever. And Didzy's coming well deep, isn't he? He's picking the ball up really deep, and Osborne's quite often in front of him.
Yeah, you're right. You don't need a spanner for offence. You see, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, I'm definitely not one of I don't like the DIY. Do you know when people like putting IKEA stuff up? That is not something that I find fun.
I agree. I've always thought, DIY magazines in a supermarket or in a newsagent's, they're all at the bottom. Yet the grot mags, they're all at the top. But they should really be in do-it-yourself as well.
It's not the late night show.
It's not the late night show. I'm annoyed.
It's only 7:23.
I'm in fence. It's going to come down this fence. 1-0 to Newcastle, 62-20. You were going to say something before Newcastle were on the attack.
I don't really matter. All I was going to say was when we were picking up a fridge, a big, massive fridge, that's when I'd just done my ankle. So, I wasn't any help whatsoever. It wasn't a good story. We moved. It was just going... It doesn't deserve to be a standalone story. It was just an addition to what we were talking about.
Nick's funny story. Right, David McGoldrick lays the ball off to a very forward
good ball.
Chris Basham. I mean that by the fact that he's high up the pitch, not the way he approaches women, and a chance now for Almiron to get it away over halfway. ASM. Oh, he jinks past. It's far too easy. Gets past John Egan, but then he plays it to absolutely no one. And we got a bit lucky there. It's his final ball, ASM. That's the reason he's playing for Newcastle and not Real Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. I think and that's offside as well. There's a lot of players like that, and they get better as they get older. There's that stage where they're like, right, their final ball is just like on point, like Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale were poor for quite a few years, and then boom, it just clicked.
Inter Milan away.
Yeah.
All came together. We took on Micon. Phil says, fridges, fences, and DIY. That's what we will call this watch-along.
Yeah. We haven't come up with anything. It's not been the most fun of games. We haven't been talking about like not Warnock quotes, but Warnock films and stuff like that. We need to come up with something.
I've always got something.
Yeah, you have. So come on.
Okay. What I was going to suggest for today, There's one I was thinking of. Behaving in the workplace like you do on the football field. Oh, no. I'll come back to this. It's a chance for Newcastle on 64-17, but that ball is crossed in and it's blocked straight away by John Egan. It's Dwight Gale, who must have been brought on at half time.
It must have been.
You don't need Radio Sheffield for what's going on in this game, I'll tell you. You stick with us, kids. You'll be fine. You'll know what's going on.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
to be fair, though, Hal, they're at the game.
Joe Wellington got injured, didn't he? Yeah.
Thank God that's the last time we're going to hear you say Joe Wellington.
Well, I was contemplating calling him Jeff Linton all the way through, which is Bob Mortimer's train guy.
Okay.
Jeff Linton, the Jeff Linton. I contemplated doing that all the way through. Here's Blades on the Patak. Ball played in on the edge of the box. Don't know why it was passed there. Jefferson does brilliantly. Everything Jebbo's done today has been good. He's hardly seen any of the ball, but what he's done with it has been maintain possession. Yeah,
better than any of our strikers this season, other than McGoldrick.
Oh, Didsy didn't read that one as well as Matt Ritchie. Maybe a bit fortuitous, but it just didn't bounce the way of David McGoldrick.
He's been doing that all night long. Just brilliant.
Here's on 66 minutes now. We're on 65-30. You want to try and keep up with us? A bit of a lazy pass, and Jebberson, he's just there. He's everywhere. He's like dust.
He's there every blooming where.
Yeah.
I think somebody's just put Didsy off, Brewster on. I think if Didsy comes off, we lose the link between the midfield and the attack. So I think if that happens, it'll just be a long ball up top and hopeful ball to Jebbo. Yeah, and he's coming on now. It's coming on now.
Wouldn't it, I think you're right. It'll maybe introduce that long ball to Jebbo, which is not his game. We can already tell. If you're just going to thump long balls up to Daniel Jefferson, it's not going to happen.
I'm going to say Canamatri then. I don't know why. It's just the first thing that came into my head.
Danny Canamatri was the record young Premier League goal scorer before Jefferson.
Really?
So Jebbo broke that record. He broke Cadamatri's record. A lot of people have said Wayne Rooney, but Wayne Rooney came on as a sub when he scored against Arsenal. So that's why he's not.
That was an unbelievable goal, though.
Yeah, even the cameraman missed it. So here we have Osborne going off, 66-48. Ben Osborne going off, Ryan Brewster going on. I'd imagine Didsy would just drop back into that hole. The other thing that's a good stat about that Cadamartri one is, just like Jebbo, when he broke the record, they were both at Goodison Park.
Yes, they were. Excellent. Very, very good. I'm liking this, though. I'm liking the fact that Didsy stayed on.
Well, the thing is, Nick, we've got to be offensive. We've got to go on the attack because we've got nothing to lose. Literally.
No, definitely not.
And we don't have Ollie McBurney as an option. We don't have Lise Mousset as an option. We don't have me as a baby as an option. We don't have me when I got bitten by that wasp as an option. So we go again with what we have.
Anything else?
That's all. I'm out.
Oh, gutted. Good tackle. Good tackle by John Egan. Get stuck in there.
Oh, did he? Nice turn away from John Josh Helvey. And here's Ryan Brewster. Is he going to take a shot on? Poor decision, Ryan.
But he's got us a corner.
Gets a corner, and you know how dangerous we are from corners.
Why is he shooting with his left foot? He's not scored all season, so he shoots with his left foot outside the box.
You know what he's doing?
On the angle. If he thinks he's scoring from there, he's reading comics.
Absolutely reading comics. Yes. No funny pictures of Nick. No, there aren't. I don't know why. Maybe you've just not done anything funny. I don't mean like that. I mean, you're not being caught.
No, I was worried. I was really worried. You know, when I went for a second because I was sorting my internet out, I thought they were gonna be me going, "Oh, am I still blurry?"
Yeah.
Have I been blurry the whole half?
Yeah.
Oh,
God, that kid, honestly. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I'm
so
leaving.
Loud here.
I'm leaving and coming back.
Fine, it's just me and that kid. We'll be fine. So he's just pelting balls against our fence. He's a really nice lad, though. Supports Chelsea. I've tried, but, his dad supports Chelsea. We are filling at the moment. We're on 68-53. If you want to try and get level with us, you can pause your TV. You can pause your YouTube. It is Alan St. Maximum who's gone down injured. Possibly a hammy, who knows? I hope he's not injured. He's a tremendous player to watch. Doesn't look happy. Doesn't look comfortable. I think from a Blades perspective, whilst you never wish injury on anyone, if it was just a soft tissue injury and he could go off from maybe a bit of impact and then get some ice on it and be fine for tonight, I'd love him to go off. I think it was that. It looks like from the replay, just got a knee in the hamstring, and that might just be a case of feeling like a dead leg. So he'll be fine. But if he wants to go off and rest it, please do. You are too good. By the way, if there are any Newcastle fans in the chat, do let us know. There's one or two that have turned up for this game. I've absolutely no idea, I don't know if you know, Nick, how much the Geordies were charged, and you are not fuzzy. Way.
The Geordies were what, sorry?
Charged.
Oh, I'm not sure. I did see it's got to come in. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. There was a list that I saw on Twitter. Spurs were the highest.
Oh, yeah, we were nearly the top of the league or something, weren't we?
No, I don't think we were. I think, oh, wait, I'm trying to think back now. There were a lot of teams high, but I think Arsenal were quite low. Man United were below us. So it's just embarrassing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, though, to watch that Man United game, yeah, I wouldn't have paid a fiver.
The Fulham one.
Yeah.
Louise says they were charged £1.50. So there we go. Now we've cleared that up. Good.
Am I using a sippy cup? I'm just using one of these bottles that people use these days because I'm environmentally friendly. All right?
Yes. He does burn them all afterwards.
I do.
The fumes. You can see him from his house. That's how I'll find him. Follow the black smoke.
Oh, that was funny, that.
Yeah, Nick never uses anything twice and refuses to wash anything up.
I'm just that rich. It's all these donations that we get.
Oh, how many have we had today? One. Honestly, have you any idea? You're getting this for free.
I know. And do you know what? I always used to think, oh, these streams that get thousands and thousands of views, I bet they get so much in YouTube ad revenue.
I thought so much money.
They definitely don't. Definitely don't.
It's getting to the stage, if we don't get some more super chat, we'll have spent more money tonight than we'll make.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want to help us out with our running costs to keep the channel going and keep it free for you, all your donations would be gratefully received. We've also got Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs.
Which Nick is going to tell you about.
Oh, you always do this to me. And I've got, it's right on my screen, so I can just copy and paste it. I don't think anyone donated to Streamlabs last time, and I don't think they're going to do again. But if you want to prove me wrong...
Mate, it's like no one bought the pube trimmer either.
We try. We try.
Try so hard for you. Here's Newcastle getting into the box. Transfer across. Good clearance by Jackie Long throw. Who will it fall to? Ryan Brewster. Can he do anything? No. And then it's a chance for Murphy to lay it back to Shelby. And then
John Shelby
and the Children of the Night. And then it was back to Paul Dummett. John Joe Shelby again in the midfield.
I've got something to tell you about Manscaped, but I'll tell you off air.
Oh, okay. Phil says it's like being in the pub, only the landlord makes any money. Yes, I suppose that's true. Although, if the landlord provided this level of quality banter, I think that would be completely justified. Yeah,
absolutely. It's just entertainment, isn't it? We're here for the entertainment, and for free entertainment
at the moment. Paul says, painful as it is, congratulations to Leeds for beating our first season tally of 54 points and 9th place.
Yeah, good.
Thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, a bit gutted about that, but yeah, fair play to them. They've done really well this season. I didn't expect them to do this well. I thought everyone were bigging them up going into the season, and they were going to be a bit lukewarm, but actually, they were pretty good.
Yeah. Here's a chance on this left-hand side for Richie to get across him. Instead, he's going to cut back onto his right, but he can't use that one, so falls over, and Bogle can get it clear. It's been quite quiet second half, Jayden Bogle, and then that's a poor decision. Not quite sure what he was thinking of there. Just
no.
Did he take a nick there? Just something on the back?
I think he was trying to get tripped up by Richie all night long.
All night long. All night.
Someone
told me I'm clicking at the wrong time. I've got absolutely no rhythm. You should see me dancing.
I don't want to see you dancing.
Dancing, like really dancing.
You can't dance though.
No.
And do you know why? No, because I feel like you have to have a drink to have a dance. I can't dance.
Can I just shock you? I'm fairly confident without alcohol in social situations.
Yeah, I can believe that completely.
Like if I go out and I don't know anyone, I will make friends with people.
Oh, you're one of them, aren't you?
I'm one of those. Yeah.
Do you know if we weren't thrust into this position, do you think we'd be friends?
When you say we thrust into this position, I wasn't on an aeroplane with you that landed on a desert island. You invited me. So that's not quite the definition of thrust into a position.
No, I really I liked you from the start. Don't worry
Thanks,
about that.
Nick. Yeah, although if we were on an aeroplane that crashed a la Lost, did you watch Lost?
I did. I really enjoyed Lost.
I'd be that fat lad. Who would you be?
You'd be the fat lad. Why would you be?
Is that his name?
Yeah, Hurley. He's Hurley.
Hurley. Got it right first time.
Yeah,
Hurley. Yeah, I'd be him.
Why? I want to know why.
First one I could think of. Here's Willock. Chance to get a shot away, which he does, and it's a stinger. It's a rasping drive on 75-23. Still 1-0 to Newcastle. Rammer's getting his hands behind that. We are at the moment 2 goals better than we were last time we played Newcastle at St James's.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I would be Merry from Lord of the Rings in that. I've forgotten his name. I can't remember it. But I would be him, like absolutely useless, just walking around, just asking people what I can do and nobody giving me any jobs because they know that I'd do them wrong.
I'd be exactly the same. Yeah, I'd be absolutely useless in any plane crash scenario. You couldn't even eat me. Shot from Didsey. Oh, it's hit the bar! Oh, what an effort. It was for absolutely nothing. No man's land. Strikes it with his right foot. He's on, I would say, 40 yards out.
I'd say 60.
60 yards out. He's got nothing on. Load of bodies in front. Just takes a pot shot. And with his right foot, just on the edge of the D.
Yeah.
And it is a lovely curling drive, which goes to the opposite side of the goal and bounces off the crossbar to Bravka. Absolutely no chance.
No chance. 38-year-old David McGoldrick hitting the bar from distance. They should be embarrassed about themselves.
I think Nick would have no problem eating Hal in a desert island situation. There's nothing to me.
There's not enough meat on him. No, there's not enough meat on him.
Me. Look at my wrist. What could you get off that?
To be fair, mate, I've got really, really girly wrists as well.
Can't say that anymore. You've got thin wrists.
Do you know what, mate? I just put weight on my belly. My arms are really thin. And
I just put it on. A lot of men do just put it on the belly. I just put it on my tits.
It's not the late night show. It's 7:38.
I just get really chaotic tits if I have a lot of cake.
They've got a mind of their own.
They have mind of their own, honestly. One of them's over here, one of them's over there. They're talking to each other. Going crazy. Egan lays the ball off to Jackie Long, throws, had a decent game, decides to do a little bit of showboating and then plays the ball into Didsey. Does brilliantly, Didsey. Saw the challenge from Willett coming and he backheeled it to Ollie Norwood, who actually read it and was ready for it. Didsey, a Rolls Royce of a player when he's on his form. And Ollie Norwood with a chance on 78th minute to find Didsey again. Those two have been playing just recently, balls back and forward to each other. But can United do anything? Sheffield United, of course, just remembered Newcastle are also a United. Can Sheffield United do anything with the ball? At the moment, it's just a case of keeping pretty possession. And we have had a lot more possession in this second half, certainly than we did in the first. Here's Rhian Brewster.
Go on, Rhian.
Oh, it's terrible from Rhian Brewster. Absolutely awful decision-making.
Oh, for God's sake. I just wanted him to get out of his feet and have a go there.
He looks so lacking in confidence in front of goal.
Yeah, that is Dominic Monaghan. Yeah, that's him. That's the one. That's who I would be.
Don't forget to like this stream. It really helps us. And also, if you could get involved in the super chat, if you've got any money to give, it just helps towards our running costs. We've done particularly poorly today.
Yeah, very, very badly. One of the worst.
I would say the worst. Takes a little nick. It's not a kind one as well. Here's a chance for Ender Stevens to recycle the ball. Instead, he'll roll it back to John Fleck, who I think could have put the ball in first time, and instead is going to go back to Ender Stevens, who is marked. So there's a actually very congested 3-on-3 situation for Sheffield United here. And Jebuson's decided, do you know what? I'm going to have to leave the box and come and get this myself, which he does. He's fouled twice, 3 times. And Rob Jones says no. He was clearly pushed over there, Jebuson. And the referee half a yard away gives nothing.
I know. I thought that were Richie for a second because he got him once, twice, 3 times to Daniel Jefferson.
Very good.
I'll think of some more Lionel Richie.
Yeah. Just Google
songs.
Lionel Richie songs and the rest is yours.
Don't worry, I know them all, mate. I know them. I'm a big Lionel Richie fan.
Yeah. You see, I can picture Nick in the bath, Lionel Richie, red wine. He's got candles. He's got bubbles. It's all happening.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of wine and wine. Yeah, big fan.
A bath of wine, then you'd be well happy.
I would be. Oh, here we go. Are you reading Robert's comment?
I'm reading Robert's comment as well.
Ours as well. Let's just put it on screen.
We should probably put them on the screen rather
than just. Do you want me to just read it?
2 men slowly reading is not brilliant viewing. That's what I'm getting at, and I don't blame you.
So Nick, 30-year-old did a hit spot from there. My head, 40-year-old did it. 50-year-old did it. 70-year-old did. Do you know what? Do you know the reason why I said that, Robert? Because I was expecting Hal to do that, and we'd one up each other. And Hal didn't take the bait.
Didn't take the bait, mate. Ball played into the midfield, which is intercepted by Jonathan Alexander. No, John. We now know. We looked it up. John Alexander Fleck.
He's got a H.
He's got a H. Back to Bogle, who's actually really slowing the play down. I don't like what Bogle's decision-making process was there. That was an opportunity to knock it past his man and keep the momentum up, and we've gone all the way back. We might as well go back to Rammers at this rate, the way that we've just played that there. That was a wasted opportunity from Bogle, and he's normally so attack-minded, Nick.
Yeah, he is. I think just then he just didn't know what to do. He was caught on his heels. Oh, right. Jesus.
John Fleck with a chance to spread the play, and he kicks it straight through to Dubravka. That's his name. Dubravka,
yeah. I think that is absolutely bang on because he's let a lot of things slide tonight. A lot of things.
Jefferson was a foul. A clear and blatant foul.
I know, but he's not giving them some fouls. And I'd rather see fouls not given than fouls given, in all honesty. Because it just makes...
the crowd, didn't they, in St James's? Not a looker amongst them.
Hal, it's not the latest night stream. We can't be horrible about people.
It's true. It's not a looker amongst them, honestly. Just a collection of ugly men.
Oh, it's frustrating. 9 minutes left, and again, we didn't have as good a chance as that one in the first 10, 15 minutes or whenever it was.
My back. It was not a good decision to do deadlifts yesterday when you've got a watch along.
Not good. How are you kind of sat? Are you sat upright, or are you laid back, or?
Can't lay back. Sofas are too small. Hey, Steve!
£5. Steve,
you guys need to get Keith Edwards on an evening watch along. Do you know what? We had an idea for a player to join this watch along tonight.
Oh,
imagine his rants without having to toe the BBC line. Thing is with Keith, I think it would be difficult getting him on. Is that he does do BBC Radio Sheffield at the time Blades games are on. So the fact that we also wouldn't pay him, and he does get paid by the BBC, your taxpayer money, would be very, very difficult. But it's a great idea. I love Keith. Got a lot of time for him. Read his book.
Yeah, we might be able to get him on a podcast though.
Yes, that would be a good
possibility.
Idea. Talk about his haulage business and the goals.
Yeah, because that's all we want to know about, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
I'm more interested in the current Keith Edwards. Yeah, what's he doing? Yeah. Well, I did have a fascinating chat today, as you know, with a former footballer, and I found out that John Beresford is Mitch Ward's cousin.
Oh yeah. That's different, isn't it? Didn't expect that. Do you know Mitch Ward and Ashley Ward are also related?
They're both humans. That's the only relation they've got.
And they've both called Ward.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, but they're not. I mean, I suppose they're related in the biblical sense, and that we all are. But
all right. What? They both come from Adam and Eve. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, originally, yes.
Yeah. They both came from Adam.
So we've got Sheffield United all the way, a bit close to our name, mate. Are you guys going to the games next season? I am.
Did you?
Well, it's what he's written. Are you guys going to the games next season? I am. I am.
Yeah. There's no punctuation in there.
No punctuation at all. And for that reason, you're not getting my answer.
I think people saw on my Twitter the other day that...
Oh, yeah.
I got a season ticket. I renewed my season ticket, should I say?
Flush with cash. As we are now, thanks to Phil Whelan,
Go on, Bill.
£4.99. We are slowly clawing our way to what we like to call breaking even.
Right, I've got an idea for us to get some money here. Every time someone gives us money, we sing a song with their name in it.
I got a better idea. We sing a classic Blades song.
Well, that's not good for the person that's giving us money.
Willock off, Andy Carroll on. That has happened. Fine, I'll do the song for them thing. That's good. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, yours was shocking.
No, it's not. It's like a chance to, roll back the years, memory lane, bring back some classics.
Well, what we can do is sing people's names into those Blade songs.
Nice, even better. You know who never had a song that deserved a song? Who never had a song but deserved a song?
I don't know.
Oh, go on. It'd be weird if you were thinking of the same player as me. That would not be really weird.
I was just thinking of legends, and I couldn't actually. I was thinking if they got a song, and the first one I thought was Dino. I thought Billy Sharp. Then I thought Yanaga, and all of them had got them. I'm trying to think, is it a striker?
Yeah, £4.99 for not singing. By the way, Ian, I read Bob Booker's book, which isn't easy to say, and said to Nick I'd love to get him on. But we kind of have a little deal, don't we, Nick, with another YouTube account, and I think it's only fair that, are we going to be honest with this?
Yeah, of course.
So Shore and View already got him at the same time we were going to approach him, and so we think that's fine. Shore and View do a great job. So,
in all honesty, as well, mate, I'm not a massive fan of interviewing people that I'd never seen play football, because I like us to ask the questions that we got written down, and then I also like us to think of things off the top of his head. With Bob Booker, I have no kind of reference with him because I didn't watch him play football. So I'd just be asking the questions. And I don't think it's as fun when you're just physically asking questions and you've got nothing else to kind of come off the top of your brain. So, yeah, it's the same thing. Same with Alan Kelly as well. We'd have liked to have got Alan Kelly, but we didn't really want to tread on Johnny's toes when Johnny had already got him. And Johnny really, really wanted Alan Kelly.
And Johnny's always really good about it. He always tells us before, like, I'm going to interview this player, and then we sort of say, okay, fine, we won't approach that player.
Absolutely. Right, okay. Let's go back, because we're starting to get some money now. We need
this one, Nick. This one, we can't say too much, but you can read it.
All right, I'll read it then. Be good to see a podcast with Duffy. Think there's a good chance of him coming on. Also, I've donated everyone I've watched, so stop moaning.
Thanks, Colin.
Love it, Colin. Thank you, Colin. We will try our best to get Mark Duffy on. I have spoken to him before, not necessarily about a podcast, but yeah, we're going to try and get him on anyway.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Irons are in that fire, Colin. Absolutely. Here's a chance for the Blades. We're on 87-13. If you want to keep up with us, it is still 1-0 to Newcastle. It's not been a great game, not one that will live long in the memory. It could become one. Oh, it's a good ball in, but a bad header. And Didsey will try and keep this alive. He has got Ender Stevens as an option, but Murphy getting really close to him. And Ender Stevens is the option that he goes for, but it's always going backwards now for the Blades. Jackie Longthrow gets forward. We've only left John Egan back. It's everybody forward. It's good to see. We've got 3 strikers on the pitch. Oh, it's mesmeric.
Oh, close them legs, Carol.
Didsey with the nuts. Or the megs, depending on which one you say.
No one says that anymore, do they? Nuts.
Yeah, I still say, sometimes I say nutmeg. The full works.
That's a bit of an effort, that. No one says that. You're on your own there, mate.
I nutmeg my nephew in the garden all the time. He absolutely hates it, and he can't get the hang how to do it. And I usually just say the full thing because I've got so much time there because he's 5.
Yeah. Do you know, I worked out quite easily how to meg a child. All you have to do is roll it onto your left foot. Their foot comes out, you just put it through the legs.
It's really, really easy, and I never get tired of it, and he gets so angry.
Do you know what my dad used to do when we were playing football? He used to throw the ball to me to volley and spin it, and then I'd run up to the ball, and it'd just spin away from my foot every time. And as a kid, I didn't have a clue what he was doing and how I could kick the ball. Oh, excellent.
Lord. Michael Brown has asked a really good question. Are we going to cover the Euros for Watchalongs?
We are. That's the plan.
We're not going to do England games, but we'll do games that very few other people are doing.
Oh, here we go. That could have been the end of the game, but they've not done very well there, and Jaden's got back.
Everyone's managed to get back. We've got a back five who've suddenly poured back, but still Newcastle have possession and chance for John Joe Shelby to spread the play, which he does to Matt Ritchie. He's going to swing it in with his left foot. It's a good ball as well, but Ramos is going to be strong and brave, and Andy Carroll won't get anywhere near that.
We need to sing our songs about people.
If the money comes in.
Well, we've got Steve York that we need to sing a song about, first of all.
Well, I think we said it after that.
Yeah, we did, but we've still got to do it.
We don't have to do backsies. That's not how the song game works, Nick. It never has been.
Okay.
It's from now.
Okay.
The money's for both dances.
Come on, it's got to be.
Dwight Gale and Rob Jones.
Oh, goodness
on this
sake.
occasion, he's not going to send Egan off. He's going to give it the other way. Captain Egan. Well, Brewster's done nothing.
No, he's not. I'm sorry. I'm not being very fun. I'm thinking of songs for people's names. Brewster's. I think it's a bit harsh though on Brewster because he's not had a great deal of service, has he? But he's not really got about the pitch. Jebo's had the ball more than him since he's come on, and Jebo's been playing for 80 more minutes.
You're right. Yeah, Steve Conroy did pass. What I would say is if you follow us on social media, we did a really lovely tribute to him on at the Sheffield United way, which you can check out.
Yeah, we did. And look at Bash. Get him back. Come on, Bash, the little train. Come on, you big train. Come on, you medium-sized train. He loves it. He's so good, Bash.
Choo, Basham.
Choo, Basham.
Basham. Quarter pounders to counters. He's all about passion.
Oh, well done, Ender Stevens. Play inside. That's the ball. Come on. One last attack.
Daniel Jebison, but this is the final minute now. There's going to be 5 minutes added on, but we're into the 91st as Dave McGoldrick sees Shelby coming and then pulls that ball back. Thought about a shot.
Don't shoot, Didsey. Don't shoot.
He's got
Find some.
No
there
options.
We go.
Norwood again. Terrible choice.
Oh,
terrible
every time
choice.
it's always over the bar. I'd have rather Didsey shot.
Dear. Steve,
what's happened to him?
I can tell you that one or more of the people you have listed in there is happening.
One or all?
Possibly all. Not all, because we already said we weren't doing Bob Booker, but yes.
Who else would you want to see? Let us know, guys. Thanks for that, Steve. I can already see that Steve's a little bit older than me from looking at those names. I reckon.
He might not be. He might have just got into football at the age of 3.
True. All right.
He was taking notice.
3 years old.
Still running around in nappies, doing your business, soiling yourself like a child. Steve was at the game with his program, taking notes, and I respect that.
Oh,
he's putting the work. Sariki, we're gonna see. Sariki exciting on 93. He's gonna get his debut. This is very, very exciting. A player that plays on the right-hand side. He's going to replace Bogle, who's not had his best game. I think that's fair to say, Nick.
Yeah, he's not had his best game. I'd like to have seen Zach Brunt. Come on. I know it's only 3 minutes, but Zach Brunt, get him on.
His name is Femi Sariki.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Zach Brunt as well. We got him from Bury. He joined Sheffield United in 2018, and he's come through the ranks. He's very young. He is just 19.
That's not as young as Jebo. Jebo's 12.
Jebo is only 11 years old and 12 months. So, yeah. No, but Femi Sariki is
11 years and 12 months.
He's going to be a star. Interestingly, before the game started, Nick, I don't know if you saw Heckingbum's interview. He was wearing the hoodie.
He was. That's the first thing that I thought when I saw him.
Do you know what? Get me the hoodie, it's not on the shop.
Do you know JT Hammer's gilet? I'm a big fan of his gilet. I do like that.
I love his gilet. I remember when I was trying to impress some bigger boys at football, and there was a moment when I was leaving. What is going on?
That's a foul, at least.
Free kick.
He actually did quite well under pressure, though, to be fair.
I was leaving football. I wanted to try and look cool. I wanted to try and look hard. But I'd left something behind, so I had to come back. It's never a good look when you've said goodbye to everyone, then you have to go back. And I came back and I said, has anyone seen my gilet? Which I think sounded the most middle-class thing I've ever said.
Do you think Gila is a middle class thing?
Yeah,
Or do you think it's just the way that you say it? If you said it were a body warmer, it wouldn't be as middle class.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit of that.
Tony Curry. I don't think that's going to be.
We
Wayne Allison.
both got excited about that, Carl, at the same time. He is just a happy guy.
It's hard. It'll be hard to track down because I don't think he's on social media. I've never seen him on social media anyway.
We have done something with every single person we've spoken to. We've said, "Can you get us?" And then we've asked for a player.
We have.
How many of them have come through, Nick?
Not many.
Not none. I think a single one.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's true. What a ball! Go on!
Oh, it hits the bar.
Oh my god!
And
it's
that
just
is
not...
going to be that. That is going to be.
Is that a
she wrote?
Shall we be honest about a couple of people?
Yeah.
So Carlos Alba, obviously, I got him through messaging him on Facebook, which is random. You don't get that with many footballers. Absolute legend. I asked him for Marcus Bent, and he's the one that we were talking about earlier, trying to get him, and we can't seem to get him. He keeps telling us that he's babysitting or this and other. So we're trying to get Marcus Bent, and I think we will get him at some point, but it's just been really difficult. I love that someone's just wrote Marcus Bent just as we were talking about him. Who else were they? Have we? I don't think we've mentioned the next one, so I don't want to mention it.
Yeah, maybe don't give too much away.
I think Martin Wolford, we asked for Billy Sharp. I think that were a bit pie in the sky because they are really good friends, aren't they? And he talks about that in the podcast. Wayne Quinn. Do you want to tell the audience about Wayne Quinn?
Yeah, we asked him if he could get us Curtis Woodhouse.
Yeah, and did he get us Curtis Woodhouse?
No, he tried.
He did very, very well, in all fairness. He literally got him to DM me, and then he's just ignored every single message. So that's annoying.
Sad times.
Yeah, I'm just thinking who else, if there's anybody else.
We're into 96 minutes, by the way. It's about to blow full time. No chances. Yeah. Nothing's happening.
No, I'm surprised we even got to 96-23, to be honest. This will be the last kick of the game, won't it? Big boot field.
It's about to be it.
I think he'll just blow
it. It's a shame. Although we haven't really, apart from that early chance from Didsey, we haven't really looked like we were going to find the back of the net. Of course, Didsey's hit the bar as well. But Rob Jones looked at his watch. He's got his,
yeah. That's a great idea. Actually, Brewster beat someone to the ball there, but aim towards Brewster when he's being marked by Andy Carroll. Well done. Great idea.
Poor Sariki, he's not had a chance to show what he can do. And Rob Jones actually just going to add on a little bit more time here. You know, he thought about blowing there, and we're into 98 minutes. He only added 5.
And Jackie Long throws on the ball, isn't he?
Here we go.
Here he comes.
He's got the guns out. It is sunny in Newcastle.
98th minute here.
Oh, it's a foul in the box, surely. He looks like a push. Referee says no. Rob Jones not interested. We're into literally the final seconds now. He's actually saying that he's going to blow.
He's looked at his watch.
Is it too late? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to let him take it. That is a shame. It is full time.
What a shocker. What an absolute shocker.
It's not been great, mate.
No, it's been awful. Do you know what? Jags is someone that we could look at getting. Because I'm expecting him to. I'm expecting him to be retiring this season, I reckon. But saying that, another one. Shall I let him in another secret? This is the last secret, though, because we are going to do a Q&A. The last secret is that we asked Monty, because we've obviously done one with Monty, to try and get Tonge. And I think Monty was a bit busy at the time, and he said he was going to get him, and we haven't got him yet.
We probably need to nudge Monty because he's had a really busy time, hasn't he?
Yeah. I don't want to annoy him too much. That's the only thing. I really, really like Monty. He's one of the nicest ones that we've met. They're all nice, but he was just lovely, weren't he? So lovely.
Yeah, he actually had some time to say hi to my wife as well, which is very nice of him.
Yeah, he did. Anyway, I think that's it. We need to talk about that another time. We don't want to give away too many secrets right now, do we?
Yeah, a bad game, disappointing. End of the season away from home on a bit of a lull after that Everton one. I'd much rather be these been the other way around, because then I think you're going into Burnley on a high. This will just bring people back down to reality. Put up a better fight than we did last season at Newcastle, but overall, I never felt like we were going to get something out of this game, Nick. I don't know about you.
No, probably not. And if we didn't have that Everton game, I don't think I did think at some point, oh, we could nick something. We could get a goal at some point. But I think that's only because we had false hope after the Everton game. We definitely didn't play anything like what we did against Everton. However, I do think we were better today than we had been before Everton.
And that confirms we're going to finish 20th.
Yeah, I think we expected that anyway, didn't we? Oh, God. Matt Costello. No, I don't want Medine. I can't stand Medine in all honesty.
It'd be a good one, though. I think, it doesn't matter what you think about the person. We both move forward and back at the same time, though. I think he'd be interesting. He's going to have some stories. We could talk to him about what he said to Billy Sharp. We could talk to him about, serenading, how much he hated the Pigs song, he did at the end after we won promotion. He'd definitely have some stories, how, Wilder met up with him in secret to sign him. He would have some stories. It'd be interesting. That video that came out, the Billy Sharp video.
Well, I've got a funny story for you about Gary Medine because
Hang on. Nick's funny story.
I went on a stag do to Magaluf. He was on the plane. I think Mark Beavers was there as well. And there were a couple other...
Beavers, Jeff?
And there was a couple other footballers. One played for Millwall, and I think there was someone I can't remember now. But it was alone on the plane. Now, fair enough, you understand it. Sometimes someone books on later and they get a different seat. But it just didn't seem like he wanted to be anywhere near him. So he was sat on his own, just like this, all the way to Magaluf. And I didn't see him the whole time we were there. We were only three nights. But the last day, we're on the Magaluf Strip. And he was just walking down the strip on his own, just in his pants. That's it.
Maybe he did have a really good time.
Absolutely gone as well.
Yeah.
His eyes were all over the place. His jaw was probably all over the place as well. So, yeah, he was, a bit weird. What you expect from Gary Medine, really, I reckon, from stories that we've heard from the past.
I flew to Mallorca with Andy Todd.
Not Andy Todd.
Yeah, Andy. You remember Andy Todd?
I remember Andy Todd. Me and Andy Todd are like two peas in a pod, Andy Todd.
Do you actually remember Andy Todd?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The footballer. His father was the former Derby County and Bolton manager, Colin Todd.
I know Colin Todd.
Well, Andy Todd played for Blackburn, most famously, in the Premier League. Played against us many times.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Good story.
He wasn't on his Todd. He was with his wife.
I'm trying to look at... I don't recognise him at all.
Well, he's
Andy
real.
Todd. I wouldn't... If I'd have seen him, I wouldn't have known he were a footballer.
Yeah, but you don't make up... If you're going to make up a player that you flew with, you don't make up Andy Todd. You go... There's somewhere in there's a middle ground between like Messi and Andy Todd.
Yeah. He's Andy Todd. The dregs.
You go somewhere in between. If you're going to lie, you say something like Paul McGrath because it's slightly believable, but you didn't.
I've actually got another story about that same trip as well. It's not as good a story, but James Beattie was on that plane, and I was way too nervous to go and see him. I was out. Gary Medine had not played for us at this point, so I still hated him. But James Beattie was right at the other end of the plane, and I think was he managing Fleetwood at one point, or someone like that?
Maybe
someone in that kind of area of like, yeah. And I think he took all the Fleetwood lads to Magaluf for a couple of days, and he was on the plane. I took a picture of him, but I daren't go anywhere near him.
I always talk to footballers when I see them. That's why I've met so many. I go up to any famous person I see and I talk to them. Always. Never miss an opportunity because you never know what's going to happen.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It never does, but it might.
Yeah, and that's to be fair though, mate. I don't get that many chances to see footballers, so I think
But why
I
have
don't
I met more Sheffield United players than you when I live in High Wycombe?
because you hang around the ground after the match, like, hello, Mister Footballer, can I have a signature,
I've
please?
not met one of these players in a football situation at the
So
ground.
where'd you meet him then?
It's all random. It's just weird. Like I met Michael Tongue in Meadow Hall. I met Chris Morgan in Mallorca. I met Andy Todd on a plane. It's just random.
That's fair. I met Micah Richards when he was really young. Where did I meet him? On the way to
Wayne
Iron
Allison. Sorry, it's breaking news.
Wayne Allison's on Twitter.
Breaking news.
Oh my Jesus! Let's have a
Oh
look.
my Jeezies. Oh my darling. Right, we are at the stage of the watch along where we're talking nonsense. So we're probably going to end it soon. The only reason we carry on at the end is in the hope that anyone would like to donate for our running costs. It'd be much appreciated if you do want to do that. We have got Streamlabs. How do I approach them? I literally just walk up to them and I just say, "Hi,
Oi.
big fan. My name's Hal," and then I just start talking to them. I met Ashley Sestanovich. I've met Stuart McCall. He was talking to me about holidays in Filey. Steve York, Bromby, Geary, and Quinn would be interesting to hear about the challenges of being accepted on both sides of the city. Dave Bassett would also be great. I love the idea of Bromby, Geary, and Alan Quinn.
I do.
I don't know about you. When they first signed, Nick, I was dead against it. I remember I didn't clap them their first game.
I think that Alan Quinn I welcomed with open arms because I knew that we were taking Wednesday's best player off them, and I felt really good about that. It felt like the tides massively
We were horrible
turned.
to him when he played for Wednesday. Do you remember when we beat them the Jaffo game at Swilsborough? He got injured and he had to go past all the Blades fans on a stretcher, and it was the time of foot and mouth. And all of us were going, "He's got foot and mouth. He's got foot and mouth." And then we had no idea if it was a serious injury or not. He's on a stretcher. And I remember at the time thinking, God, if he is really injured, that's totally inappropriate.
Yeah, I know. Well, Space Weed 10 is saying that he'll donate. Got a tissue? Question mark.
It's not the late show, Nick.
Well, I don't think it's that.
Okay,
I don't think it's that.
I think it is.
All right, okay. I thought that it was we were crying about it, so he was saying, "Okay." Well, I just want you to donate.
The kind of donations.
Right, okay.
There.
It could have been that. I want to see. I want to see your monetary donation anyway.
I don't know where with that. After I've just told you what it was, I want
to
see.
I know. But if you're a big man, step up to the plate. let's see your money.
Probably alpha male us, just lob it on the table. Right, boy, make it then. We'll give you money. Be that impressed.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay. I think we're going to leave it there, aren't we? I've got to do.
We should have left it there about 10 minutes ago.
I've got to do
Space Weed. Yeah.
I've got to do a match reaction now and talk about nothing.
That game. There's very little to talk about. There's the chances for Didsey. We technically hit the bar twice.
Yeah.
But really, in terms of for Newcastle, there's a lot more to talk about, but you don't want to talk about that. Sariki's a big story. I thought Jebo playing 290 minutes in a row is a good story. Never looked tired. He did everything he could. He put himself about, but he got no service. But he never gave the ball away. I literally did not count him once misplace a pass.
Do you want to do it instead?
I don't really. My back's killing, and I haven't eaten for 6 hours.
Do you want to send me everything what you've just said on a message?
No, just remember.
By the way, if everybody's still watching Sky Sports Mix,
I'm watching it as well.
How terrible is netball?
You did this last time. Oh my God! Don't insult women's sport.
No, I'm not. I wasn't going to. And the fact that you think, and the fact, of course you did.
I did. I went to.
You put your briefcase down first, though, didn't you?
I went to a school that was an all-girls school, and then it suddenly became mixed. But of course, you've got to be the first boy when an all-girls school becomes mixed, and I was. It was just me and one of the lads, Simon, in the whole year. And it was
I bet you enjoyed yourself.
Well, I was too little. You know, when you're like 7, you're not thinking like that.
No, you hate girls.
Girls are so much more advanced. So at break time, they always used to try and kiss me, and I used to lock myself in the toilet because I hated girls. And then when I got a bit older, when I left at 11, I was like, all right, let's do that kiss game now. But I'd started to become ugly at that point, and they were like, "You're all right. You were cute when you were 7, but not now." But yeah, anyway, because they didn't have sports other than we played netball, tennis, and hockey. So those are the games I played as a kid, and I was pretty good. But the problem was when we played other schools, they were all girls' schools, but we had a mixed school by that point, but only one, because Simon didn't play netball. But so I played against girls' schools as a boy.
Maybe they just thought you were a girl.
I was really good. I was better than all of them. I was really good. So yeah, I loved netball. I was really good at it.
Do you know what I'm going to say about netball? I think you tried to save me when there were no need to. The reason why I think it was crap is because, do you know when you get right in front of the hoop?
Yeah.
When you get right in front of the hoop, I've not even read that.
He said, don't waste your time on talking about netball. Get players for interviews on Twitter.
No, I'm just saying, like, you stood right in front of the hoop and no one's allowed to challenge you. That's crap. All right.
Because one thing you don't know is when I was a young boy, I was the same height as I am now. So the hoops were lower down. I was one of the tallest. And, I was good at netball. But then when I was 11 and I went to a pretty rough school, I thought I was really good at sport. And I had a very rude awakening because I hadn't played football, I hadn't played rugby, and I hadn't played cricket. And I was suddenly crap at all of them. And we never played netball. Well, they did, but I wasn't allowed to play. So I was 12 by that point. And the teacher was like, can I play netball, sir? Like, no, you're a boy.
Can you imagine that? Everybody, Hal on his first day, everyone going around saying what sports they like. I like football. I like rugby. I like netball.
I did like netball.
Do you know what? I think we've got a different idea of a rough school because I definitely went to not a rough school, but compared with your school, I think yours will have been a posh one compared to mine.
Of course it was a posh one. But yeah, in what I'd experienced before, I went from, a posh one full of lovely girls to a posh one full of pretty rough boys.
So that's what it was. It was still a posh school, but you were the, what's after beta?
What's after beta? Unbelievable. I went there, cock of the walk, like, hey, right, whatever sport it is, I'm going to be the best. Bring it on. And then reality hit like a train in my face. And actually, that's the thing, right? Phil, they didn't have boys' clothing. So, right, but also they didn't have urinals because it had just become a mixed school. So the way it worked was...
Did you have to sit down to wait?
Yeah, but I had to go in the changing room first. Just me and Simon get changed. Then we had to stand outside. If it was swimming, we had to stand outside in our trunks and wait for all the girls to get changed. And there was like 50 of them. And I remember saying, Miss, wouldn't it make more sense for all the girls to get changed first and then me and Simon go and get changed so that we're not waiting out in the cold for like 20 minutes? And
do you mean the other way around?
But we go afterwards. So all the girls get changed first. They go outside to the side of the swimming pool. Simon and I then go and get changed in the one changing room. That's what I said. We didn't do it that way. We did it the other way.
Didn't.
And she said, no, because you might rummage through all the girls' smalls. I'm 7! I'm not interested. What am I going to do with them? I'm 7.
What?
Go for a swim.
So it's okay for them to be in before you and go through your smalls?
Oh, exactly. Well, it was a different time, Nick. Remember, I'm quite old. What school was that, Hal? Queen Ethelburgers in York. And you can look it up. I was one of the first boys ever to go to it. And it was an interesting time, I've got to say. Yeah.
Queen Ethelburgers.
Oh, and I became head boy, but they didn't have a badge that said that. So I had a badge that said head girl. It's amazing I've turned out as I have. It's amazing.
Wait, you were head boy out of 2 boys?
There had to be a head boy.
Did they?
Simon was a lovely lad, but he had Tourette's. So I was always...
This has got to
This
be a
is
joke.
true.
Is
But
this
no,
a
I had
bit?
more
Are you
chance-
doing
I
a
had more
bit here?
chance. No, I'm not doing a bit. I had more chance of hosting assembly because I wasn't going to swear. So I got head boy. He was a lovely lad. I'm still friends with him now on Facebook. Simon Hansen, lovely, lovely guy. But he had Tourette's,
God.
and he still does.
So right. So
But
Simon
I grew up learning a lot of lessons very early. You know, this is like early 90s. I learned about diversity, Tourette's, rummaging through smalls, everything.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Had you down as a St. Peter's alumni. I know St. Peter's, and I didn't go to St. Peter's, but I did play against St. Peter's.
What, netball?
No, that was when I'd left there. That was when I'd left that school. But yeah.
Oh dear. That was
Sometimes.
funny. That was funny.
And I broke my arm like first day going to big school, which was you just don't want to arrive at big school with anything that makes you stand out. And turning up like a nanny in a sling, just that's a reference to DuckTales. Count Dracula. What was it? The nanny. Do you remember the nanny with the broken arm?
No idea.
That's what I look like.
Yeah.
God, bad.
Jesus.
Bad.
To be fair, though, at least you were there. If you arrived like a week late, everyone's friends, and you're just on your own with your briefcase in corner.
Well, you keep going on about this briefcase. Also, I missed a lot of school in that first big school because I had to keep going getting my arm reset, and I had to keep taking the cast off because it was a right messy break. So I kept missing school. And again, it's bad when you arrive at school. You just want everything to be normal. You don't, when you're that age, you want anything to be different. You just want to be quiet in the background, not the weirdo with the broken arm who plays netball.
Yeah, definitely. Completely agree. Oh, dear. But did you have the briefcase at this point?
I had the briefcase. I dropped the briefcase on my little toe. I broke my little toe, and then I had to go back to school wearing a special shoe. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because that's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see pictures, though. I want to see
pictures. I didn't take pictures. This was a long time ago. It was the kind of thing you have to get under a camera like that and go...
and smoke come out of it.
Yeah, exactly. God. You had to stay still for a week.
Were you the greatest showman? Oh my God. Whew. Right, okay. I think we're done.
Some of these comments, honestly.
It's funny though.
And Nick, you know what you and I are doing as well, a video for a very special cause, but I think it might not help my cause.
Do you know what else might not help your cause? Something that you said on a Leeds channel about somebody who works at Sheffield United.
I had that edited.
Oh, good.
Don't worry.
I won't mention it. I won't mention it
as well. No, I made sure.
Thank you, Simon.
Simon for head girl. Thank you very
much. Simon. Sultana. Oh, I said Sultan. Damn it.
Sultana from Malta.
Yeah. What do you call them? They're not Maltesers, are they?
Someone from Malta.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what they're called.
I'm sure we've had this before.
Oh, they're Maltese.
Of course they are.
They're Maltese. No, but they're not Maltesers.
Yeah, but
Justin Haber, that's who we should get on the channel.
Maltese. Yeah, because we'd have loads to talk to about Sheffield United, wouldn't we?
Well, we could get him on. We could get League One Wes. We could get Phil Barnes.
I've got a funny story about Phil Barnes as well. Not that funny. I just saw him absolutely hammered on a night out. Go ahead.
Story.
I just saw him drinking in Handsworth, where I used to go, and he was just downing pint after pint after pint on the bar. That was it, really.
Yeah, you're right. That wasn't good. That's where we should end it.
Yeah, I don't think we should end it there. They are Oh no, I thought
that's
that
not
was
Simon. I don't think Space Swede lives in Malta.
No, I don't think so.
Send us a letter and let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Okay. Anyway, let's leave it there. I think we should leave it there. We've been doing this for nearly 2 hours and 50 minutes, and we've not been given enough money, have we, Hal?
I think I've overshared, Nick.
In regards to what? Your netball story?
My life story, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you hadn't pointed out that netball was on.
Oh, funny. Why? Who do you think you're going to be in trouble with?
No one, but I wish I'd told. I played centre. And I'll tell you another thing. I remember when I got my hair cut, and I didn't know anything about football. And I got my hair cut, I must have been about 7. And I wanted to try and pretend I knew about football. And the guy cutting my hair was like, so do you play football with your mates? And obviously I didn't. I played netball. But I didn't want to tell him that. So I said, yep. And he went, what position do you play? And I said, centre.
He said, didn't know any
because I played
positions.
centre in netball, I thought it was going to be the same. And he said, centre what? And I went, yep. And then he didn't say another thing to me. And I remember my mum came and got me. I was like, Mum, I don't want to come back here.
Funny.
Centre
court.
Centre, that's where I play.
Yeah.
I was like, if you'd asked me any more, I'd have said goal defence. Goal shooter. I don't know any position. If I'd said goalkeeper, I'd have got away with it.
I know, but I think centre.
I just said centre because that's where I did.
Yeah, but that's better than saying goal attack or goal defence or whatever it is.
Wing attack, yeah. I still know the positions.
That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Even
Colin's bored.
Even Colin's like, right, guys, that's it. You've got to go.
I could honestly listen to you talking about netball all
I've literally
night.
Just scratched the surface of some of the stories from my childhood.
Right, I think
one day I'll tell you about the time when they brought a fire engine into school and how I ended up in casualty. That's a story for another day.
What's a fire engine got to do with you being in casualty?
It involved the boy with Tourette's. I'll save it for another day.
What was his name again? Simon, you literally said his full name and you said he's on Facebook and everyone. So everyone's going to be
He's proud of it. He loves it.
Oh, I'm not saying that. It's just that he was.
Can you imagine what it was like for him, right? He could say anything in class and couldn't get told off.
That is brilliant.
And he used to tell me sometimes he was doing it on purpose.
I think if you've got Tourette's, sometimes you do something just for a laugh, wouldn't you?
He did. He had a great sense of humour.
Yeah.
Really
I'm crying. This is the first time I'm crying on a watch along for a good reason. Oh God. Who will be our goal attack next season? That's a good point. It's probably
he does, Simon, and there's a video on Netflix all about it, which I've watched because I'm that sad.
Yeah, you are a saddo.
Now you know why. If you do a little bit of the backstory, it's all starting to make sense.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let's leave it there. Jesus.
Everyone else has. Look at the numbers.
I know. Right. So we're just going to be going for 2 minutes and then we're going to have another 3-hour stream after this, aren't we, Hal? So hope you all stay with us.
For the netball way.
Play proper netball.
The Vitality Netball Super League way. Hey, we all remember where we were when Manchester Thunder won that title, don't we? Scenes. I was covered in there.
If Jodie Gibson scores, we're on the court.
But you know, Jodie's all about deflections, Nick.
That is true. An interception. She loves an intercept.
She's only had 2 this season.
Yeah, but she loves them, though. She still loves them.
But she'd like to have had more. For Jodie, that's a disappointing thing. She'll be looking back on that and saying she should have had a couple more. I think you can remember a few against Leicester Storm.
Yeah, definitely.
Could have had a couple. There.
I'll tell you what, if she played against Sheffield United, she'd definitely get a lot of interceptions, wouldn't she, with how good we are going forward?
Yeah, let's bring it back to football. Well played.
Yeah, that's what I did. Right, okay, let's leave it there, mate. I've got to do a match reaction on that terrible game.
Good luck. Just remember everything I said before the netball story. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I might tell the netball story again, reiterate it, in case people haven't heard it.
Saracens, Mavericks, Strathclyde Sirens, Manchester Thunder. These are some of the netball team names.
Leeds Rhinos is also the rugby team.
Well, I think that is the rugby team that are playing in the netball league, a bit like when I played netball. It's a mixed
You definitely weren't a rugby player, let's be honest, mate.
God, no.
Simon had more chance.
Literally, Marco has made it quite clear what we should be doing.
No. Right, okay, Marco. This
was an early kickoff, Nick, and it's nearly bedtime.
I know. And I've got to edit the video as well.
Gosh, yeah.
Jeez, yeah. I hope that... Where's Bobby? What's Bobby actually
said
doing?
He'd join us at the end, but even he's had one look at this and went, I'm staying away from this. This is a bloody car crash.
Oh, God. Right. All right, then. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Make sure you like the video before you go. We would really appreciate every single like, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube. Please just like whatever you're on. It really helps us out a hell of a lot. We're really sorry about asking for lots and lots and lots and lots of money. We do it in jest. We do.
Yeah,
we like
so
donations, but we do it in jest.
To buy, goods and services.
Goods and services. What sort of services? Anyway, no, we'll not go there. Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Hal, as always. We're nearly on the 3-hour mark, which that's just been us talking absolute rubbish.
Viewing, is it? Yeah.
Not really, no. So thank you, everybody, for also being here. We hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in round about 10-15 minutes time, I reckon. So see you then. Bye, goodbye.